We're back. What's up? Welcome back to the stream. Appreciate all the ones that are here already and hitting that like button for us. Appreciate y'all being here. And we are here for the Craftsman Truck Series Weather Gaurd Truck Race at Bristol. Should be a fun time tonight. Could it be a crash fest? Who knows? But make sure you're hitting that like button. Let's see if we get to 100 likes tonight on the stream. And hitting that subscribe button as well so we can get to 10,100. Kyle Busch in the race tonight. Could he win? We'll see. But I'm going Christian Eckes. I picked him in our paint scheme and preview, so that's what I'm going to go with. Let's go over to the main channel and let's get it going here. Ready to go. Got the feed already ready to go, and it's going to be a fun time here tonight. But we're going to get started here. Sorry about it. It took me a little bit to get everything going, but what's up, Pierce? What's up, Matthew? What's up, Daniel Berry Sports Highlights? What's going on? New to this, Robert. I'm sure he found us the last stream. I remember seeing him in the chat. So we have emojis, guys, for you guys tonight, for you members. And here they are. We have Sanchez. We have Heim. We have Eckes. We have, I can't remember his name, 18. We got the 42, the 46, the 88, the 7, the 17, the 20, the 71. Could he win back-to-back races? We'll see. The 43, the 15, and the 88 are your emojis tonight for yourself here. Well, we're already going racing here. Let's go.
Freedom that we have here in America, Lord, we thank you that we can celebrate a night like this. I pray over every driver, every race team, God, over a pit crew. I just pray for your protection and safety upon all of them. I pray over every fan here tonight that they're going to have fun. They're going to celebrate their favorite drivers. And God, ultimately, I pray safety and protection for everybody. It is in Jesus' name we pray. Amen.
Here to perform our national anthem, please welcome singer and songwriter and Nashville recording artist, Grace Tyler.
USA in the chat, y'all. USA in the chat. Let's go.
Can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets regular, the bombs bursting in air gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free, in the home of the brave.
Beautiful
Alrighty.
anthem, beautiful night for racing. Doesn't get much better than this, guys.
There is no feeling in the world like getting ready to strap into a race car or race truck at Bristol Motor Speedway.
All right, so truck race coming up. Let's go through the field here. Who is got the positions? Make sure you hit that like button. Let's see if we can get to 100 likes as they all file through. If someone can go over to Facebook, I can't post on there. Apparently, they found some issue with our streaming during the qualifying, so I'm banned from Facebook for 2 days. Even my normal account is connected to that, so I am about to get rid of that account. I've had it for a long time. I got a lot of memories in that thing, and I ain't about to lose it. So I'm probably not going to be streaming on Facebook anymore because they're too finicky about what happens. They went to last week it was fine. This week it's not fine. So I'm probably not going to stream on Facebook anymore. I'm not going to take a chance of that. We'll just be posting on there, and that's about it. So you guys can come over to YouTube or Twitch or Twitter to watch. But if someone could go over to Facebook and post on the link for the Craftsman Truck Series Cannot stream on Facebook tonight. Do apologize. CeeLo. I'm not even allowed to comment. So if someone can go over there for me and do that for me, I would appreciate that. We are not live on Facebook. So appreciate y'all hanging out, and let's go racing here. And let's take a look here. Christian Eckes is going to be on the pole tonight. I picked him to win. Let me see who you guys got to win tonight. Nick Sanchez. Let's go right to the booth already. They're throwing me all off tonight.
One right here at Thunder Valley. I'm Adam Alexander. The lights are on. It's a Saturday night. This is awesome, isn't it, Phil?
It is, and the only thing better than coming to Bristol for a race is coming here twice. And we're going to do that this year, but this is an opportunity. Most every driver that gets to this level started out racing short tracks, and this is a short track, one of the best. So we have an opportunity for some drivers maybe to get their first career win. We take a look here. This is the second most first-time winners ever, next to Martinsville, and that could happen again tonight. There's 3 guys that I want to keep my eye on. 17 of Taylor Gray, coming off back-to-back top 5 finishes. He wasn't even old enough to start the season last year. He was only 17. I also want to take a look at Caden Honeycutt. He won 2 West races last year, right at the end of the season, to propel that team to the Owners' Championship. And our buddy Daniel Dye, that gives us the great pictures week in, week out in that 43 truck. He had a pole this year. He's getting better, top 10 finish at Atlanta, and he's on the verge of doing something good, along with a bunch of other young guys.
You're talking about drivers looking for their first career win. There is a driver in the field that seems to win here every time we visit Bristol. That would be Kyle Busch. We know he is the favorite, Michael, but if Kyle's going to win tonight, who's he going to have to beat? Those series regulars that are top shelf.
Well, first of all, I love the 3 guys that haven't won before that feel throughout there. Certainly a possibility for those guys to get wins. And the list is long, but after practice today, I kind of zeroed in on 3 trucks. The 19 of Christian Eckes. He was very fast in practice. He dominated here last fall, only to get past late and finish second. Pretty low-hanging fruit I'm describing here, Adam. These guys are all really good, including Ty Majeski, short track ace, won here just a couple of years ago in that 98 truck. He's going to be a real factor in who goes to victory lane. And, of course, the guy that won here last fall, Corey Heim, passed the dominant truck late, Christian Eckes. We know how good this kid is, and we know he's going to go to Cup and win races one day. I wouldn't be surprised for any of these guys that we just mentioned to take down Kyle Busch tonight.
Some of these drivers didn't qualify great either. That means them driving through the field will be really entertaining. Let's hear now from our pit reporters, Josh Sims, Regan Smith. We start things off with Regan. Hey, Regan.
Well, good evening, Adam. And what a start to the season it has been for Tyler Ankrum. Of course, leading the points after the first 3 races. This has been a priority for him and for this team. They wanted to start not being in a hole like Tyler has much of his career in the Truck Series. He said it makes things way easier when you get the season rolling and you've got those points to lean back on. As for tonight, expect them to continue to be aggressive, not only on the racetrack, but also in crew chief Mark Hillman's pit calls. They said that we feel like even though we're leading the points, the best path to the playoffs is going to be to get a win for us no matter what we do. They are going to work hard to make that happen. Josh Sims, what do you got for us?
Well, Regan, you know, anytime Grant Enfinger comes to Bristol, he believes he's got a shot to win it, and the numbers bear it out. 7 starts here. He's finished in the top 10 in all of those starts, top 5 in 5 of those starts. And when I talked to him earlier and asked him the key to success, he said, Josh, I'm a short track guy. I know how to put myself in position to have a shot at the end. Well, he was good in practice. He qualified outside of the top 10, but he said, if I can get the track position, this truck is good enough to win it.
Grant Enfinger so good when it comes to short track racing, and as Josh said, coming from the 13th position tonight. You know, a season ago, he was in the championship 4. We're only 3 races into the season, but it's worth noting our playoff leaderboard because of where some of the names are. Carruth and Sanchez have won. They are locked into the postseason. What about the start for Tyler Ankrum? And look at those names down around the cut line. Christian Eckes, Grant Enfinger, Stuart Friesen is down there, Tanner Gray. A long way to go, but when we're done tonight, we'll be a fourth of the way through the regular season. Let's go trackside now and get the command of Fire Engines here at Bristol.
Dylan, I'm going the 19 tonight.
And now, race fans, here to say the most famous words in motorsports, please welcome representatives from Meyer Distributing.
Drivers, start your engines!
Let's go. Start them up. Start them up. Let's go.
After a weekend off, the trucks are ready to do battle once again. And tonight it happens under the lights. It's Thunder Valley, it's Bristol, and the green flag is next.
All right, green flag coming up here, guys. Engines have started. Keep on hitting that like button. Let's see if we can get to 100 likes on a truck race. We've had really good lucks with these. Let's see if we can get some more. Keep hitting that like button as we are trying to get to 100 likes tonight. Appreciate all the love. Let's go through the field here. Christian Eckes got the pole. Nick Sanchez on the outside. Should be a good battle to the green flag. Taylor Gray. I almost picked Taylor Gray to win this tonight. Then there's Kyle Busch, Rowdy Busch. I got him winning tomorrow. Last time I had him sweeping in Vegas, it didn't work out either way. I had him win the truck race, but he did not win the other one. So Kyle Busch, no, didn't even win the truck race. He won Atlanta, but I had him winning at Vegas, and it didn't work out. Ty Majeski, 98. Caruth, could he get back-to-back wins? He won there in Vegas. In sixth place, Zane Smith in the Cup cars tonight, back into trucks as well. Zane Smith in that 91 in eighth place. Caden Honeycutt, someone said Caden Honeycutt to the front. Let's see what he can do. Tyler Ankrum having a great season in the points. He's in ninth. Daniel Dye in that 43 and 10th. Chase Purdy in 70th and that 11th spot. Bailey Curry in 12th. Grant Infinger in that 9 and 13th place. 14th, Connor Jones. 15th, Corey Heim, former winner of this race. Ben Rhodes in the 99. Jake Garcia in the 17. 18th spot, Matt Mills in that Chevy. William Swalich in the 1 car in 19th. Matt Crafton in 20th. Tanner Gray, his brother, Tyler's brother, Tanner in 21st. Dean Thompson, 22nd. Stuart Friesen, 23rd. Brent Holmes, 24th. Stefan Parsons, 25th. Ty Dillon in 26th. Timmy Hill, 27th. The rookie Lane Riggs in 28th. Lawless Allen in 29th. Spencer Boyd, 30th. Mason Macy in 31st. Justin Carroll in 32nd. 33rd, Thad Moffitt in that 46 Petty Garage. That's my best. That's what I say is the best paint job to this weekend. That for me it is. He's there. Got some work to do. 34th, Keith McGee. Trey Hutchins in 35th. And Mason Maggio in 36th. So there's your full rundown. Could it be a wreck fest tonight? Who knows? But I'm going Christian Eckes for the win. He's on the pole. It's going to be a tough battle to beat Kyle Busch here in Bristol because he's Mr. Bristol here. We'll see what happens. So.
It's the Craftsman Truck Series. First short track race of 2024.
If you haven't heard, make sure you go over to Facebook and let the stream people know over there on the post that I have that we could not stream on Facebook tonight.
Time in his career.
If you could, please.
Talked about Taylor Gray, third spot.
Let's take a look at this beautiful Bristol Motor Speedway, just over a half-mile in length. You can see the variable banking in the corners. There's no word, no stats that can really describe this place. This is Bristol,
Alex
baby, and we know how intense and how exciting it
thank
gets.
you for that subscribe.
Let's take a
Appreciate
look at our race
that,
analysis.
Alex.
This is the longest race that we have ever run here. It's going to be 250 laps, just over 133 miles. You see stage 165, 265 in that final stage, 120 laps. You see our pit window somewhere between 140 and 150 laps. Corey Heim won this race last September. A lot of differing strategy talk down in the garage here. 1 or 2 stops.
You know who won the race last time out? Let's see if we can get a word with him.
Yeah.
Hey, Roger Caruth, it's Waltrip and the team in the Fox booth. You copy?
Yeah, hold on. Need to change something real quick.
Okay, just call us back when you're ready.
Ruth's just sitting there. What's going on with that?
There. He likes where it.
Hey, y'all got me?
Keep hitting that like button, y'all. Trying to get to 100 likes.
One question for you. You had a weekend off as a winner. How did that feel, and how special was that race out west?
Yeah, it was definitely a special night for sure. Got to come home and spend some time with friends and family, so never been happier to get back to the racetrack, to be honest. And we can go to work tonight for 100 cars, Team Chevy, and all the men and women there at Spire.
Well, it was
Thank
a
you,
wonderful
Dylan.
victory,
Appreciate
and
that.
we congratulate
and
you. And
Kelly,
have fun tonight here
I don't
on
think there's any
Bristol.
cameras tonight. They haven't had them all season.
Bristol, baby.
See, I told
He's
you.
Bristol, baby.
Now we do our onboard cameras for tonight's race.
We're going to hop on with Daniel Dye, Race to Stop Suicide onboard camera, starting inside the top 10. Been really strong lately.
Rowdy.
There's a big event coming
Roddy
up in Daytona, April 21st and 2nd. It's a march to stop suicide, and you can go to racetostopsuicide.com to get more details. Raise some money for some great causes.
We're also going to ride along with, as you mentioned, the 2022 winner here, Ty Majeski. This is the Soda Sense.
Thank you, Dylan. I see their post there. Appreciate that.
He will be starting from the 5th spot.
And he will be carrying Tim Duggar along on his tailgate, on his truck bed.
Before we go green, one more trip down the pit lane.
Thank you, Ronald.
Well, Adam, there's nothing like Kyle
Ronald,
Busch at Bristol Motor Speedway. In particular, in the Truck Series, 5 wins and 11 starts, but some struggles earlier today in practice. The team cautioned me, don't read anything into that. They worked through a few things early on. This truck is very fast, and as we all know, anything less than a win with Kyle Busch behind the wheel at Bristol is going to be a disappointment. Josh Sims?
Well, 17-year-old William Sawash getting set for his 7th Craftsman Truck Series start and first of the season. He's a regular in the ARCA Series and actually won the ARCA race at Bristol last year. He told me while that gives him confidence, the key word tonight is patience. He says, I know I have a fast truck. I have to be patient and make the moves when they are there as he hunts for his first career top 5 finish, guys.
May not be a top 5, might be a win for him. I mean, that's just how good and talented he is.
You know what I love, Adam? We're talking, he's starting 19th. We're talking about guys outside the top 10 that we think can win. And passing is so difficult at Bristol. You're going to have to use that bumper to make some moves. And we saw a lot of slipping and sliding in practice earlier today, especially with the Cup cars, who were the last guys on this track. So no telling what we're going to see when we go green here in a bit.
We've talked about how big this race is because it's the first of 2 this season. When we come back here in September, we'll be running to a championship. It'll be a playoff race.
But hitting that like y'all are trying to get to 100 likes. Thank you, Eric. What's going on? He's picking high
this year than what we had a year ago.
Got your pickup truck, Michael.
There
it is.
Load them
like
up.
to take a trip
Bristol
back to the
race
1.
Number 2. It's not in the round of 8 like it was last year.
And these trucks race so fun on that Kansas racetrack. Then we go to Talladega.
Anything can happen at Talladega.
Heck, me and you even won there, Phil.
Miami, and then the last race to determine who's going to run for the championship. Martinsville is the cutoff early November before we crown a champion.
Ernest going 71. What's up, Karen? What's going on?
That just those 3 words right there give me cold chills. This place is just so special. Phil, you won here back in 1982. I won in the 90s in the Xfinity Series, and just knowing how special it is. And this is pit road speed. We're not talking to anybody this week, so don't worry. You see where they're entering there off of turn 2. That's how you make a pit stop here at Bristol under caution. You have to go all the way around the track on the bottom through 3 and 4, and then back onto the track when you exit at turn 1. Now, under green flag, you can pit directly on the road that your pit stall is on. But
we're doing 250 laps here tonight at Bristol.
Flat tires issues. We don't
stage 1, 2, and 3.
I was going to say, if we have a green flag pit stop
it should
tonight,
be fun time, y'all. What's up, D? What's going on? What's up, Anthony? Good evening. Let's go.
Was incorrect.
Yeah.
We have a green flag
Not
pit stop.
one single person in the garage here mentioned anything about green flag pit stop.
I was going to say our analysis
Appreciate
was
y'all
wrong,
coming in here.
and everyone in the garage
hitting that like button for us.
Tyler Ankrum, great start.
Geico Racing, what's up? You're back.
2024.
Also.
Let's get their pregame pep talk.
It goes quick here, guys, so everybody be ready. I want to thank y'all for all your hard work, man. We got us a nice hot ride there, and I know you do a great job out there, Tyler and Eddie. Thank you, guys. Let's have some fun. Yeah, 10-4. Let's have a good race. Thank you for coming to bring me a good piece.
It does happen fast here, doesn't it?
And he's had good pieces all year, too, Tyler Ankrum.
And he was really good in practice, had good long-run speed. Ulico on that truck this weekend, a partner of Launa's. They worked together. So it's fun seeing new colors and new sponsors
Jack,
out there
what's going on?
at this at the Truck Series.
How you doing? Going Kyle Busch. Awesome. T-Van, welcome back.
That's all about momentum, I think, Phil.
So I'm going the 19. Last chance to get your picks in. As we're about to go green flagging, y'all. Boogity time. Stage 1 coming up.
For those guys
Hope you have fun. Keep the chat clean. Have a good time.
Off the very bottom
and
of the
it's going to have fun here at
And
Bristol,
we saw several Cup cars
baby.
running up there, but it was because they slid off the bottom. Sideways and loose in qualifying where those guys were. Really, some of them darn right confused
Geico's going
about what was going
Caruth.
on with this racetrack.
Let's go
Now
one
we're
car.
gonna go racing.
Loose at a
How
turn
will
2.
this
He's 17,
resin that you
bro.
see, the darker part of the
You're
paint
saying
of the
Sanchez,
concrete,
huh?
How will that play into the results
All right,
tonight?
8 cautions, Rebel. All right, I'm going to go 10.
Right here.
10 cautions tonight.
250
It's
laps.
time. Let's
It's
go.
The Craftsman Truck Series at Bristol. Eckes outside. Sanchez inside. We are underway at Thunder Valley.
There was that momentum, that big roll off the top. Eckes easily cleared Sanchez.
Yes.
Kyle Busch is going to try to do the same thing.
Takes the lead, the 19.
Kyle Busch up there in the second. Oh, Sanchez.
Oh, Sanchez loose
Big-time
at turn
wobble.
3. That issue the Cubs cars were
Gray
having.
just had to back out of the gas because Sanchez came down.
That's Taylor Gray, number 17.
Lap
black and
3,
white,
y'all.
inside of
Lap
the
3. We're going to be
71.45.
honoring Dale Sr. here. One more lap here.
Honeycutt in that 45 for Nice. There's Majeski, that 90. Ooh. Raja slips up off the bottom.
Did you see
All
that?
right,
big
y'all,
run
at
the
lap
45
3,
guy?
we
He was
honor
up
Dale
high,
Sr. every
and he
lap
had a
3.
big,
We
strong
honor
run
Dale
off the
Sr.
corner.
here. Let me
Good
see those
momentum.
3s in
That
the
could be
chat. 3s in the
good sign
chat,
for us
y'all.
to see
Let's
some good
see
2
it.
and 3 wide racing tonight.
I think it's slippery out there right now.
I think it is too. We've seen that all day long.
Sanchez has recovered, gathered up inside of Kyle Busch. They're racing for the runner-up spot behind Christian Eckes.
Look at that truck wobble off turn 2. He's got his hands full. And look at Kyle Busch. He's already seeing if that upper lane is going to work for him.
Going to school, isn't he?
I think he knows this track's going to go through a big change, and he wants to know what's up top. There's that big slip by Sanchez.
And I will say great job by everyone behind him, because the minute that happens, you got to check up and make sure you don't
Thank you
cause
guys for
an
honoring
accident.
Dale Sr. on this channel.
See,
We
Caden
honor
Hunt
you,
got that
Dale
45
Sr.
car, 45
Always.
truck, excuse me, out there as well. Look like Kyle may be trying to figure out how to
Raise
work that
Dale, raise
outside
Dale. Let's
movement
go.
by himself if he
And a
has to.
spin.
Mills in
Caution.
42.
Ah, that's a shame.
Try to get it fired up before the leader gets here.
Caution on the
Yeah,
track.
rough start to the year for Matt.
Matt
They were
Mills in
hoping
that
to
42.
have a clean race
Caution
tonight,
on the
and
track.
already
There's number
off to
1.
a difficult start. He was scored just outside the top 20 when it got away from him.
I don't think there's enough damage to the truck to end his night, but he's going to be a lap down. The leaders were, you heard the spotter say, get her cranked before the leaders get here. The leaders get here in a hurry at Bristol.
Yeah, you're right. I don't think there's much damage at all. there,
Crashing
Michael.
already.
I'm not even sure that
Probably
he's going to
12,
need to come to pit road unless he feels the
12
vibration.
cautions.
History says we'll have an early caution, not even 10 laps in. And already the yellow flag is out. Christian Eckes from the pole has led every lap so far.
All right, appreciate y'all hanging out here tonight on the Go at CeeLo. We do the truck racing. We've been doing the truck race ever since Daytona, so hope you guys enjoyed it. Just heads up, next weekend there will be no streams for NASCAR, trucks, Xfinity, and Cup from Coda. CeeLo's taking the weekend off. He's got some stuff he needs to take care of. He'll be back. We'll be back, though, for Richmond the following week, so make sure you guys are tuned in next week. I'm sure we can find you another guy that's out there streaming the races. But we will not be doing our stuff next week. But the following week, we'll pick it back up. It's a long season. Got to take a break here and there. We've been doing it for like 5 weeks or so. For our 5th week of racing here. So make sure you're hitting that like button and subscribing to the channel. And let's see if we can get to 100 likes on the channel. So be waiting here 1 second as it's been a fun time here so far. We did the NASCAR qualifying race stuff with congratulations Ryan Blaney for doing that. So make sure you go over and check that out if you missed the qualifying stream that we just did. And welcome in. At least 11 cautions, Karen says. T-Van says, I'm putting 3 on a truck series race. I got to honor Hornaday also. Awesome. Going with 9 cautions, Holly says. Ernest says 12 yellows. We'll see. Should be interesting with Amadi spinning. They're getting loose in that one turn where the boys were having trouble during the qualifying races, qualifying time trials. And that turn 3, turn 4 is going to be a nuisance tonight. So love the old school Bristol wall paint scheme. It looks great. Yeah, back to the old school OG, even with the Food City 500 logo back in there as well. So that's pretty cool looking too. So thank you guys for hanging out with us. Keep on hitting that like button, subscribing. As we're at, let's see where we're at now. Let's see. We were at 50. Where are we at now? We're at 75 laps. So we're almost to 100. Help us get there, y'all. What's up, Kenneth Clark? Good to see you. And I don't know if you guys noticed, happened going down between the 2 streams. The Bears traded Justin Fields, the number 1 pick. They traded Justin Fields. So they'll definitely go on quarterback and the number 1 pick. So. But welcome in, everybody. Appreciate y'all, all the love here so far with the subscribers and everything. The audio should be coming back here in just a second. And I might have to mute the mic here. I got to make a phone call really. You don't need to tend to... Exactly, right?
The time on the concrete at Bristol Motor Speedway. Early caution. Christian Eckes leads Nick Sanchez, Taylor Gray, Kyle Busch, Raja Caruth, the top 5. Matt Mills brought out the caution, so they have come down pit road. Let's listen to 2 radio.
Obviously, track's just green as slick as came in right there. Pretty good. Happy with it. Just no grip firing off on the bottom at first. Track's got no rubber, so honestly, not surprising.
It's just not handling worth a bleep. He just doesn't like the way it feels. And what he's saying is, when he fired off,
quick while we listen in. What's up, Rodney? Good to see you back, everybody. Thank you so much, everybody.
Down there, we're trying to understand what groove is going to be dominant throughout the night. I think what we saw in practice earlier today was that resin down low was peeling up or balling up and running up the racetrack. We're going to get a lot of laps right here and see what goes on.
Yeah, both series we saw run right on the very bottom of the racetrack, and as you mentioned, that resin balling up went out into the second, third lane, and that just almost was non-existent. But all we need is a few trucks to run up there like Kyle Busch was, and that should get that cleaned off, and we may have some great side-by-side racing here.
Eckes once
green
again
flag
takes the
here,
outside
about to go
lane.
down, y'all. Kyle Busch rowdy in 4th.
High lane at the start. We'll restart inside here of Taylor Gray.
Tay Gray, he's been fun to watch this year.
Down the backstretch here.
Going to go to victory lane at 24.
He's knocking on that door, isn't he?
Could be tonight, too. I liked what I saw from him early.
He's going to make his Xfinity debut at Richmond in a few weeks, driving for Joe Gibbs Racing. Handful of starts over there. We've cleaned things up. Just over 10 laps in, we'll return to the green flag.
Caution already, yeah, you're right. Surprised.
Opening stage, 65 laps.
Let's go racing, boys!
Eckes on the jump once again.
Such an advantage knowing that you're the guy that controls that start, like Eckes did.
Eckes looking good. My pick.
Look at Gray up on that second lane. He's able to hang right with Sanchez.
Keep hitting that like button, y'all. Trying to get to 100 likes. What's up, Stupid River? Welcome back, sir. Hopefully we won't have any nuisance
see what Raja can do
causing
on the
issues
outside of
this
the 7
time.
of Kyle Busch.
Gray made it work. He's up to second. Next man in line when it comes to that outside lane. Phil said it. 71, Raja Caruth, most recent winner.
See Ty Majeski right behind that side-by-side battle, trying to figure out which lane's going to go.
You see Caruth just dives right to the bottom in front of Majeski.
So Eckes.
Hang on to it.
Caruth got loose coming out of that turn.
Majeski drives by Raja Caruth.
Caruth got
and
loose.
It's like a conveyor belt down there. 2 or 3 trucks get by. Tyler Ankrum in the 18 trying to make it happen, and he will. Next up, Caden Honeycutt.
Man, that was crazy.
Every one of these trucks is going to try to fill that
rowdy
hole and not let Raja get down, but he's going to have a gap now to get down.
He's been loose since they said
D
go.
dropping the rowdy.
From 4th to 9th, just like that.
Crazy, he got
Watch
loose.
how fast it happens, too. He looks good,
Grab
looks
some
good,
wrecks
and then there
tonight,
goes the back end
Later this
starting out,
gets.
and then loses traction. Inside goes Majeski.
It actually was 5th to 9th, but you get the idea. You get out of line, you lose the momentum, and you're going to have some ground to make up. We're riding with Ty Majeski, won this race 2 years ago.
Majeski moving up to 5th, going
truck
for
on the
4th.
outside of Tanner Gray in the 15.
Don't worry,
That's the battle
CeeLo.
for the 16th
I'll
spot.
handle all the riffraff.
Williams
All right,
Wallace
buddy.
looking on in that 1. He's running up
Love
on
my
the top
mods,
side
y'all.
as well.
Do a great job.
Just
You
behind
mods
him
do a
there.
great
See
job.
That great battle. That bright
Don't have to
yellow
worry
truck
about
of
a
Matt
thing.
Crafton involved in that. Stuart Friesen.
41 is Bailey Curry. His teammate Matt Mills, the one
20 laps of
had the early
65,
spin.
y'all.
I love what I see right now. These guys able to race side by side around here. I'm not sure many people thought that was going to be possible.
And we got a Bristol bump. Friesen said hello to Sawalich, veteran to rookie there.
17-year-old Sawalich
Crafton
out there
slides up the racetrack
in
into
20th.
Sawalich.
Can't quite make that pass. Hanging right there.
He needs that extra room where he can take that truck all the
Crafton
way out
and
to the wall to
Sawalich
stay in
battling
that
for
throttle.
19th.
Sure, he's having to pedal a little bit down there on the bottom. Looks like he's going to make the pass now.
You want to know how fast things happen at Bristol? Christian Eckes cruising along with a big lead. Nobody in front of him. That's getting ready to change. And lapping trucks here is
Eckes,
extremely
big
difficult.
time, almost
There's the
2-second
first one
lead.
he's going to come upon.
Well, that's what impacted him last year. Starts on the pole, wins both stages, leads 150 laps.
Close 2-second lead. Eckes going into the lap traffic now. He comes up on the 21.
Race.
Mason Maggio in the 21 goes low.
Very considerate move right there to allow Christian to get by.
Yeah, because I think Christian wanted to go under him, and yet Mason made it perfectly clear, I'm going to go low, you go around the top.
Next truck he'll see, the 90 of Justin Carroll. Then it'll be the 14 of Trey Hutchins, both drivers making their first start of the year.
This is a tight battle. Been watching these two mix it up. Daniel Dye currently running in the 13th spot. Right now, Corey's faster. He's just got a faster truck, and Daniel's holding him up a bit. And you know how Bristol works. You hold me up for a little bit, that's fine. Eventually, I'll have to use my bumper.
Yeah, if there's a gap in front of that 43 truck, it's not going to be long before the Corey Heim truck is going to push the issue. Yeah, very, very considerate right there. Just the slightest tap.
You're saying he hit him considered? He was considerate the way he hit him?
Very considerate hitting, yes.
Yeah, and Daniel's problems aren't over. They're lined up long
Let's go
way
Rowdy
behind
for the
him,
win,
and
Northeast
he's holding
says.
trucks up.
But if you're high, you qualify 15th, you're frustrated already because you won this race last year and you feel like you
Hit
should
that
be
like
at the
button,
front,
almost to
and he's getting
100.
a glimpse of what this night could be like. So hard to get around other trucks.
But look at the gap already that Corey Heim put on Daniel
Almost
Dye.
there,
That's
10
how
to go,
fast that
y'all.
11 truck is.
Heim
And what Daniel Dye
in
has to hope
13th.
now is that the fact that Corey was all over him slowed up Daniel. Now that he's gotten ahead of him, maybe he could start running some more consistent laps. He's got a bit of a gap on Connor right here, but it's not much of one.
Eckes, Gray, Sanchez,
There's nowhere
Bush,
to hide at this racetrack
Majeski.
either. If your truck is the least bit off, there's absolutely nowhere to hide, and these guys will
No
expose
cameras
you.
tonight either, y'all. No cameras. No cameras.
A couple of good corners, though, and he's able to get a little bit of a gap.
35
Just
to
shy
go
of
already in
halfway
stage
in
one.
Stage
Oh, I gotta
one,
get my
Christian
stage up.
Eckes leads. Taylor Gray, Sanchez, Bush, Majeski, the top 5 at Bristol.
All right, appreciate y'all hanging out. Make sure you're hitting that like button and subscribing. We've been doing NASCAR for a while now, so make sure you are knowing all of it. And let's take a look at our social media really quick as we got a little quick break here. And you know what? We'll do it at the end of stage one. We'll talk about it at the end of stage one. But 279 of us here, almost 300 folks watching along here on the truck race. The Craftsman Truck Race was off last week, and now they're back. This week, the Xfinity race is off. So, and everybody will be back to normal at COTA next week. So, and then I will definitely do a paint scheme and paint scheme preview and weekend preview next week for COTA, just to have that. But there will be no streaming next weekend for CeeLo. He is going to be out of town. Where is that 52 truck at? Let's take a look. 52 Stuart Friesen is in 20th spot. Like, there it is. If you guys ask where anybody is, look, Thad Moffat's already a lap down. The 28th car, Timmy Hill's on the challenge to get away from the leaders right now. Thanks for those subscribes. But yeah, if you guys need to know, there goes Timmy Hill. He goes down. So Brett Holmes is the next one up. Then Dean Thompson and Ty Dillon are going to be on the hunt by my boy Christian Eckes. And that 19 dominating right now. So 19-2 want to win tonight. Yes, the 19 and the 2. Nick Sanchez, he would be up about second spot, but he had like a little loose in the turn. 11 starts for Rowdy in the truck race with 5 wins here. Yeah, that's awesome, right? 52 and 20th. Yep, that's right, T-Van. So if you guys need to know where your guy is, just let me know, and I will go find him for you. But appreciate all the love. We're almost to 100 likes. Who's going to be number 100? It's 99. Let's get to 100 likes here really quick, and then we'll move on from there. But thanks for throwing us the subscribes tonight. We got over 10,100. See if we get to 10,200. That would be cool. See if we can get there. But we went over 10,000 subscribers last week, and it's been a good run. Next week, Thursday or this week might have some hockey this week, and then Thursday or Friday will be Tennessee basketball at the March Madness. Hopefully I can do it, but we might be not doing any more streams on Facebook for a while, so just to figure out what the heck's going on. But we'll be right back here.
Christian Eckes is out in front of the field right now. The 99 of Ben Rhodes up 6 positions since the start of the race.
Thank you, NASCAR Boy 2019, with that 100 like.
Earning stage points early on based on where they started. A great start has him in the stage points right now.
Nice rally early for the reigning champ.
Go.
Ben Rhodes, who's won at Bristol on dirt, not concrete.
23 to go in the stage.
And as we talk
stage
about that
1.
story, we go back to the front. Eckes working lap traffic. Taylor Gray right in his hip pocket. You see it left of your screen.
Stephen Parsons down on the inside. Ty Dillon has made the outside work, made a couple of passes, trying to stay on that lead lap. But look at Taylor Gray, 3 wide. Are they going to crash?
And we've got a problem.
Here we go.
There
Caution.
Keith McGee, I believe, in the 22 sideways. Yes, it
22.
is. Second caution of the night. 22 to go here on our opening stage.
Taylor Gray.
That's number 2.
Went to the top. Stephen Parsons was racing to get around Keith McGee, and they just all converged off turn 2.
Kyle Busch sweeps the weekend.
Side by side coming up on him.
Trucks and Cup. Thanks for posting this. Don't have any way of watching this race. You're welcome, Mandalorian fan channel.
Check this
Let's
out.
see what
side
happened
by
here.
side, racing.
See if I can show it with the green
Stephen
screen.
can stay on the lead lap. Keith's already a couple laps down.
See him come up the hill there.
Yeah, Stephen did an excellent job of not crashing. He recognized Keith was coming up, got on the brakes, and was able to save his truck.
Stephen, he'd gone a lap down because Eckes got by. However, first truck 1 lap down at the time of caution. We'll see how NASCAR rules it, but he could very well here get the free pass, get back on the lead lap, as long as they deem he's not part of the caution here since he had the contact with McGee.
Thank you for that subscribe. T-Van says, Roofer, I would have been.
Phil, you didn't feel like
you were a Rowdy fan 2 years ago.
I'm not even sure you could see it.
Kelly says, Kyle just told his crew to pull to the left front fender out when they changed the tires.
20 laps to go. Stage 1 at Bristol. Yellow is out for the second time. There goes McGee.
All right, so McGee goes around. He spins. Second caution of the night. We said 12 cautions. We already had 2, so might be more than that. We got a while to go. So 45 laps complete of 2:05 tonight. 22 laps to go in stage 1. Bots are streaming the race. I can't find any. I'm trying to find some. I don't see any. But make sure you're reporting them if they are. I don't see anybody doing them. So let's see if I put truck race. Let's see if that works. Truck race. Truck race. I don't see anybody. Yeah. Awesome. Here we go. So, Pierce phone died. Oh, it's okay. All good, man. No worries. But welcome in back, buddy. Just earned a new subscriber. Also, Mandalorian fan channel. Appreciate that. Thank you so much. You'll never regret you'll never regret subscribing to this channel. You're gonna have a good time. We've been having a lot of fun. Tomorrow we'll be doing the same thing right here tomorrow for the Food City 500. And just like this, we'll actually get to show some in-car cameras. They have on all the NASCAR Cup drivers. So we swap up back and forth for the NASCAR guys, the in-car cameras, and we'll have redeems and mini chat going, mini games in the chat. Plus, we'll be having our reactions and our in-race audio of the Fox broadcast. So I subscribe to your channel. Thank you, NASCAR Boy, and also thank you.
Awesome.
There it is, Mandalorian. Thank you so much for that subscribe. Appreciate that. Also turned on the audio, the little audio of it when the things pop up, so you'll be hearing that as well. What's up, Richard Carr? Good to see you, my friend. What's up, buddy? But right now, it's been dominant by Christian Eckes, Taylor Gray in second, Kyle Busch in third, Nick Sanchez fourth, and Ty Majeski in fifth. So hope everybody's having a good night tonight. Happy Saturday night, Sunday tomorrow. And then we'll see what brings tomorrow for the NASCAR race of the Food City 500. Appreciate that, y'all. Appreciate the love. Hey, getting ready for UNC. Awesome, man, Jake. Big NCAA tournament coming up very shortly this week. CeeLo race coverage and Bologna Burger for pre-race and post-race. There you go. Here we go.
Is right here at the last grade Coliseum. First official short track race of the year.
2:30 pre-race starts
Blaney.
at 2. Central will be on at 2 Central
The lead man on
tomorrow.
our
2
graphic
Central
starts
tomorrow,
on the
y'all.
pole tomorrow.
For the
Coverage
race.
starts at FS1 at 2, over to Fox at 3. And we're green at 3:30.
What about this strategy, Phil? I think it's a good call for some of these teams back outside the top 15. They come to pit road like Dean Thompson. A lap down is Dean, but the fact that they're all racing so hard for position, see Stefan coming there.
They probably are going to be a
lead
lock
lap
for
and I'm
one
not
since
gonna
Tennessee
get
screwed up.
stage points and I'm racing for a championship. I'm going to pit right now and get me some fresh tires.
Yeah, and that doesn't change the
Jinxed
strategy
them.
if you want to stay out after the end of the second stage, or pit at the end of the second stage and not pit anymore. That doesn't change that strategy at all. Problems on the left rear for the Pop Cells truck.
Yeah, Duke went down too.
Really important. Now, we know we're going to get a caution in about 15 laps. At the end of the stage, really important to be that
Here's
first
if,
truck one lap down. And I'm sure
if
some of the trucks
Tennessee
that are
messes
one
up
lap
in the
down
tournament, I'll
may have
probably
stayed on
follow
the racetrack.
UNC.
Looks like Lawless Allen may be one of those trucks that did.
Check out the damage on the 7. How'd this go down?
How did the 7 get damaged?
He's currently 3rd. And you can't imagine how he got to 3rd, but watch this.
Yeah, Dean Thompson is going to slide up in that 5 truck and block Kyle. And he's just going to turn hard left. Majeski realizes he needs to give him room. And then Kyle's going to get the spot back from Nick Sanchez.
That is just remarkable.
He put himself between 3 cars and took the spot.
You heard him pedaling that throttle. I'm sure out of the corner of his eye, he said, here comes that 7 truck.
Can't stop.
I was lucky that Kyle was, that was you behind Kyle. Yep. I just didn't want to cut it right front to ruin a race like last year.
He wasn't worried about Kyle as much as he was
His
himself.
right tire.
Majeski said, I didn't want to hurt my race, and he just let him go.
With Stefan
Feedback
Parsons being
audience
involved
doesn't
in that
overlap
last
with
incident,
you.
no free pass given here. So we update 23 trucks on the lead lap. Sawalich, one of those, he got caught speeding. So that will impact him as we have the restart here with what will be 13 laps to go here in the stage after we add a lap. Also caught speeding Spencer Boyd. He was already 1 lap down. He too got the speeding penalty. And Brett Holmes got a penalty
Yeah, they
for
might
going
do
through
well,
too many
Pierce.
pit boxes. He had already fallen 1 lap in arrears, being scored right now in 29th, but we'll have to drop to the rear for the restart.
Keep in that like
Could
button.
be
We're
a
seeing get to
wild
150 on the likes as we're
13
under
laps here
caution.
we're going to see with this restart late in the stage.
And
differing agendas. Kyle Busch trying to win a race and doesn't care about championship points. Other guys like Christian Eckes wants to win this stage, put a playoff point in the bucket.
Well, if you go back, and I know
Thanks
it's
for the
early,
subscribe.
but we did show
Appreciate it.
The playoff leaderboard as we came on the air tonight. Eckes hanging right down around that cut line. They've had some things not go their way so far in 2024. So Michael talks about a playoff point. You take the stage points, anything you can get, because it all adds up when you wind your way toward the playoffs throughout the summer.
Remember the 2 wins.
All right, here we go.
That already takes 2 of those 10 spots away.
Let's go
Playoff
racing,
field
boys!
20% full. Eckes outside lane, 13 to go, stage 1.
We saw the Eckes
Kyle's
take
gonna
the
give him a
lead
run
and get
for
to
his
the
money
bottom
here.
when he started on the outside against the other competitors, but Kyle Busch is having none of that.
Kyle gave it to
jumps
him.
to the lead from that inside lane.
New
Here
leader.
comes Sanchez. Not going to be able to get there, or is he? Eckes trying to slide down in front of him.
Well, the 17 of Taylor Gray got sandwiched there. Trucks passing them on the inside and
Where's my
outside.
rowdy
That's Shane
friends?
Smith in the 91. You see the left of your screen there. He's moved inside the top 5.
Former champion that's back running in the series part-time this year is Zane Smith driving the 91 for MHR.
See this blue and white 71 of Raj on the outside of Ben Rhodes in the 99. That's a battle for position. Right around the 9th spot.
Talked to Ben Rhodes. He said, we didn't qualify like we wanted to, but we've got a fast race truck.
Dark Shadows dropping the rowdy.
Announcer jinx. Right behind him, short track.
Oh, look at Eckes getting right back at
battle
it.
for the lead. Eckes into Kyle Busch.
Eckes wants this playoff point. We know how important it is to him. Kyle Busch just trying to hold him off. Wonder how aggressive the 19 truck will get against that 7.
I go back to that move that you talked about that Kyle made in traffic. That got him from 4th
Thank
to
you for the
3rd,
subscribes.
helped him
Appreciate
on the
it.
twos, which allowed him to be on the
Rowdy,
front row
Ronnie
for
says.
the restart. It just opened the door for Kyle. He's taking advantage.
Matthew
Now
says
8
Rowdy
laps to
sweep.
go
He called it.
here in the stage.
8 to go in this stage 1.
Top of the show, we talked about who can beat Kyle Busch. He said he's certainly the favorite, and man, is he showing it.
Man, look at that. Tanner Gray in the 15. He was working hard behind the wheel. Slid outside. And we track the free pass position, watching that 75. Stephen Parsons, he currently now
says,
is the
Rowdy
first
Nation.
truck one lap down, being scored in 24th. Should get it with 7 to go in the stage, now 6.
Not with
That's
Dean Thompson.
Yeah, Thompson's there, yeah.
And as is Lawless Allen. This 33 truck's been solid. These are some good trucks that are battling for this free pass position. There's that 33. Stephen had a good turns 1 and 2. He's able to nose ahead of Thompson. Whoa.
5 to go. Can Rowdy hold this?
To the outside of Lawless Allen.
I do, JT.
There's battles all over this racetrack. Kyle Busch is
I don't think
trying
so
to
either.
hold off Christian Eckes, and these guys are battling for their life. There you see the gap that Kyle's has. Pretty comfortable
Kyle's got a
right
half
now,
a second
if he
lead
can
on
be
Eckes.
comfortable at Bristol.
Coming off of turn 4, 3 laps to go in the stage. It's Busch, Eckes, Sanchez, Majeski, and Zane Smith. Ben Rhodes continues his climb up to 8th as he goes around Caden Honeycutt.
Ben
Rhodes
Rhodes
there as well.
Watch this
98,
little nudge that Ben Rhodes is going to
99.
give Caden Honeycutt. Just ease him in the corner a little bit, move him up the hill.
Keep your eye on this 99 truck all night long.
No harm, no foul, right?
Well, you're Caden Honeycutt. You feel fouled.
You remember.
You feel fouled?
It felt like a flagrant foul.
No whistle, though.
Final lap. Final lap here.
Little lap traffic.
Rowdy's got some lap traffic going
Final
around
lap of the stage.
14.
Kyle Busch
Turn
out in front
3.
of Christian Eckes.
Congratulations.
Kyle going to win stage
my
1.
Rowdy.
Eckes finishes 2nd. Sanchez, Majeski, Zane Smith, the top 5.
Rowdy gets
Taylor Gray
the
fell to
stage
6th.
1
Ankrum
win.
was 7th. Rhodes ends up 8th. Honeycutt and Infinger, the final trucks inside the top 10. For Kyle Busch, that's his 3rd stage win at Bristol, and that's the most of anyone. We'll update the free pass when we come back. 65 laps in.
All right, stage 1 win. The Rowdy one. The Rowdy one gets it. Eckes was dominating this stage until Rowdy said, son, let me show you how it's done. So let's take a look here. Your full rundown. Kyle Busch, Christian Eckes, Nick Sanchez, Ty Majeski, Zane Smith, Taylor Gray, Tyler Ankrum. Ben Rhodes has been making a move in that 99. He's come from the back. Caden Honeycutt still holding his own. Grant Enfinger, he's come up as well. But there is your lap down cars. 23 cars left on this lead lap. And there it is. So if you guys need to know where your guys are, let me know. And I will show it on the stream. So appreciate all the love tonight. I'm listening to Rowdy Scanner. They're free tonight. Awesome. Good deal. Rowdy. I wish they had an in-car camera. Let's see. Does Rowdy have an in-car camera? Probably not. Let's see. Someone go look. Does Rowdy have an in-car camera? We'll show that at least. Bro, I guess he's number 1. Yeah, so Rowdy's only doing 5 truck races. I guess that was an agreement. It's not something that he wants to do. I think it was an agreement when they bought when the whole Kyle Busch Motorsports was sold. So it was an agreement between them and who he bought it from him. He has to run 5 races. So that's what he's doing. Just all the scanners are free. Okay. Nicholas, what's up? What's going on, buddy? How did Uncle Charlie look today? It was his first start today. How did he do? Did he win or lose? Or did he not look good at all? But coming up also, the 28th, first day of Major League Baseball coming up as well. Not this Thursday, but the following Thursday, the first day of Major League Baseball. So we'll definitely be bringing you some Atlanta Braves baseball as well. And our summer months.
Awesome.
Thank you for that subscribe, Speed Demon. Appreciate that, Speed Demon. Thank you for that subscribe. But we'll be doing Atlanta Braves baseball during the summer, about 2 to 3 games a week. And we'll also be doing NASCAR on the weekends. So that'll be our full-blown bread and butter for the summer months. But as the March Madness continues, we'll try to follow the Tennessee Volunteers into the playoffs, into the March Madness tournament, and then also into the Final Four, hopefully. If not, we'll pick another team and go with them all the way to the championship game. as the Nashville Predator hockey gets into the NHL playoffs. We'll see how they are. They're in the playoffs right now. We'll probably put those a couple games together as well. So, and then we got some Disney stuff coming up, some travel stuff coming up as well. So make sure you're hitting that subscribe button and notification bell so you know when we go live at any moment. Back to the live audio of the race.
You know, in this situation, we would anticipate pit stops as we wrap a stage. We're not sure how the strategy will unfold, but should we get pit stops, let's remind everyone of the pit procedure.
I have one time, and that was it, in 1988.
Go down into turn 1 and pass the middle of turns 1 and 2. You go down on the apron and enter the pit road off turn 2. Go all the way around this racetrack on pit road, down on the bottom, and exit off of turn 1.
Not a terrible day, but his age was showing. Okay,
pretty unique pit road. A lot of time on the pitting surface. A lot of time to make a mistake as well.
I know about Lightning McQueen, JT.
Based on what we're seeing strategy-wise, we encourage you to remember that procedure at the end of stage 2 because they might not be coming.
Keeping that like button, trying to get to 150 on the light
track position.
You see that green light? Top middle of your screen. That means pit road is open. Who's that first truck?
Taylor Gray.
I think it's Taylor Gray. The 17 is going to make it down pit road. Here comes Raja. Here comes Corey Heim.
A lot of guys staying out. We see that yellow truck just off turn 2 there. That's Lane Riggs. He pitted earlier, so he's got tires.
He was 17 at the end of the stage. So with these drivers pitting, he'll work his way inside the top 15. Nice
by the
break
end of
and
the
a nice
race,
call
it was on
strategy for
concrete
them.
anyways,
And we
right?
saw that Stephen
There was some
Parsons
dirt,
had
but
made a
not
pit
much.
stop earlier. He did hang on, get the free pass. He was the first truck one lap down, so he'll be 24th, but back on the lead lap.
Great look at that HendrickCars.com Chevrolet for Raja. There's that 17 of Josh.
Yeah, for the 17 of Taylor Gray, a strong start to the race for him. He said that truck is just 2 numbers too tight right now, so a little concerned, and he did spin the tires. You can see a little issue getting into the pit box right now for Raja Cruz in the 71
You have every
as well.
card you've ever
Slid
owned.
through that
Awesome
box,
to you,
Josh.
man.
Had to back them up. That's going to be costly, but not a lot of trucks on pit road. Still, a mistake you can make early in the race and still come back and win. You make that on your last stop, no more trouble there.
The good news is they didn't compound the mistake by pitting the truck when it was outside the box. That would be a penalty. They waited to service it until
they pushed him back. Cruz slid through, but that was a
And then I
smart
think during
move on the pit
stop.
crew.
The truck fell off the jack, so Raja's going to lose several spots.
By the way, no one is in the window to go. You still got to make another pit stop later in the race. Stage 2 on the way.
All right, stage 2. We're in stage 2. Kyle Busch won stage 1. 72 laps up 178. It goes quick here at Bristol. So we'll see if this race can move right along if we don't get too many more cautions. Had a couple cautions under caution because of the stage break with Kyle Busch winning. So make sure you're hitting that like button. We're trying to get to 150 on the likes. Make sure you hit that subscribe. We're trying to get to 10,200. That'll be the goal for this weekend now. 10,200 on the subs, as we're making our way to 11,000 subscribers, as we just went over 10 last week to see if we can get some more. But as you can see, the last pit, I wish NASCAR.com would show, instead of the last pit, the last pit column right here, the last pit column, I want that to be when was they pit last, not how many seconds it was. But I wish NASCAR would do that. So I didn't think the dirt in NASCAR was a good idea. You're right. By the end of the race, there wasn't any dirt left on the track. Right. So you saw concrete. It was just a mess. Right. Mess for the people that were there. Dirt all over them. So, yeah, it was kind of crazy. But just waiting on the auto to come back, y'all, as we're in stage 2 already. Appreciate the likes and the love for today. It's been a good day. I think, let's see what it is right now. The qualifying stream is at about 10,000 views. 10,000 views for the Food City qualifying stream / practice. So good first stream for NASCAR this weekend. Right at 10,000 views already. So the flyover at Bristol was insane live. What was it? I didn't get to see it. They didn't really show it. I don't think. I don't remember them showing it. But what was it? All right. Back at it.
Fox brings back the UFL. It kicks off on Saturday, March 30th, with the USFL champion Birmingham Stallions taking on the XFL champion Arlington Renegades. Kickoff weekend continues Sunday, March 31st on ESPN.
That's serious football right there.
Love it.
I do too. Skip Holtz came to Talladega, got to hang out with him.
You're just a name dropper, you know that?
Yeah, I'm going to drop another one on you.
guy
Danny
dressed
Hamlin
as
said it's just like the NFL,
leprechaun.
only they got less
St.
rules,
Patrick's
and that
Day
makes
tomorrow.
it more fun.
I'm going to drop one
Who's
on
going to be
you.
wearing
You're
green
gonna
tomorrow
go
to the stream? Good night,
Adam Corey
JT.
Heim took the opportunity to pit right there under that yellow for the stage break. Reason for a little bit tight with his truck, but also they are playing the long game right here. Already telling him to save fuel. They want to shorten up that final pit stop and try and leapfrog some guys on the racetrack.
There's talk about tires and fall off and why these guys are able to stay out. Our top 13 trucks stayed on the racetrack, have not pitted yet because Kyle Busch's fastest lap that he's run so far was on lap number 60 of this race.
And that's amazing. And Kyle has picked the outside. He got the lead from the inside, moved it up top for this restart. See how that goes.
How about Lane
Go
Riggs?
green
Spin
flag.
in practice, qualifies outside
Stage
the top
2.
25, but a little strategy restarts here inside the
we
top
go, green
15.
flag, boogie,
Kyle
boogie,
Busch getting
let's
that jump
go,
in the
racing
outside lane of
boys.
Christian Eckes.
Kyle Busch.
Christian with a good
Christian
run off
Eckes.
turn 2, clears Nick Sanchez.
65 laps in this stage 2. It'll happen pretty
Tyler
quick.
Ankrum, the 18 side by side with the 91, the red and white 91 for Zane Smith, and the battle for 5th.
And look who's just creeping. That 98, of Tom Majeski, just top
Majeski,
5.
then Ben
He's gonna
Rhodes
be
is
there
coming
all night
too.
long.
Both the ties doing good tonight. Majeski and Ankrum.
And a nice early part of the race for Ben Rhodes as well. That 99 right behind this side-by-side battle.
I don't know how you can move through the field as quietly as Ben Rhodes has at Bristol, but he's just tiptoed his way to a solid position, 7th right now. And Zane Smith, he's a series champion. He's a cup regular. He's been quiet all night, but here he is inside the top 10 running 6th.
Quiet but confident and solid. He needs a good run, too. You get beat up in that Cup Series a couple weeks. It's nice to come back to the old stomping grounds and put it on them.
There's Riggs in the 38.
Chase Purdy, the 77. Here comes Grant Enfinger. Never finished outside the top 10 in a truck race here at Bristol in that 9 truck.
Currently 13th, so he's got some work to do to keep that stat alive.
17 of 65. Complete.
You know,
Stage
at first
2.
they play nice. You know,
Kyle
you see a
Busch,
bump here, a bump
Eckes,
there. But sometimes
Sanchez,
they become multiple bumps
Majeski,
as the
Ankrum.
laps wind down. You can see Crafton very
Kind of
aggressive
calm
there
down a
against
little bit
Enfinger.
here.
Matt Crafton's looked really
So I
good.
was
in the
just
early
saying that
portion of the
flyover
season,
is
10th this evening.
Crane, that stadium, not tonight. Oh, okay.
There's Daniel Dye.
I've been there
Marched
when the
to stop
C-130 looks like it was
suicide
about to
on
take it
board for
out.
the 43 truck.
Working on Sawalich, another one of those drivers that's already made a pit stop. He came under caution, lap 48, making his
What's
first truck
Kyle's
start
truck
of the year.
looking like tonight? It is
Battle for 14th.
in first place. That's a 7.
These pictures are
This is the
incredible,
colors
aren't
right
they?
here in the
Just
number.
how close and tight things are.
Those colors right there in the
on board with
number.
driver. Nice run off the corner there.
Rhodes
for the
deserves a spot
43
in that
of
JR
And I love to listen to
88
Daniel's
car.
work with the throttle.
Yeah, they'll
He's
eventually.
going
I
to be
mean,
able to
he's
make
been
that
doing it
pass.
forever,
Nice
hasn't he?
move by Daniel Dye.
Trucks look so good with the lights bouncing off of them here at Bristol.
They do. The speeds are incredible here, and they look even faster under the lights.
And those walls painted red and white, that looks awesome as well.
Kicking it back.
Kyle Busch consistently running laps in the 1570s. His fastest lap of the race is 1569.
Where was he, Michael, when he went out and made that early run in practice, like 30 seconds, something like that? We're like, well, what's going on with Kyle Busch?
We were talking about things that didn't just didn't look right to us. That was the most glaring thing that looked wrong.
What's the
Corey
sponsor
Heim,
tonight?
our
Oh,
winner
it's
last
the.
September here.
Hold on, I'll tell you what it is.
These are drivers that pitted
1
lap
second.
71, so they're starting to make those tires work.
You know, with what we saw in practice, it's really interesting to me that the bottom is still the dominant line. I know there's a lot of cup drivers in their buses right now watching these cars.
It's the Group 1001 Chevrolet, number 7.
It looked
Group
like maybe
1001
Chevrolet would get burned
for
off by the time we're
Kyle
this far
Busch.
in the race, but the guys are just digging down on the bottom.
Kyle Busch already into the lap trucks. Mason Maggio, the 21,
Now
will be
24
the next
cars
one
on the lead lap.
hit list.
Stefan Parsons is the next one.
Not quite
in
halfway
Kyle Busch's
through
rear.
stage 2 at Bristol. I know you're going to find this
Please
hard
cam
to
reactions.
believe,
What channel is this
but
on? It's
Kyle
on
Busch is
FS1.
leading the way.
And you can watch it on the Fox Sports 1 or the Fox Sports app. But make sure you're hitting that like button. We're trying to get to 150 on the likes. We're at 122. Help us get there. You're welcome, Mandalorian. Would y'all want to do a raid tonight? I'm thinking like we need to start sharing the wealth to other guys that are doing it, that are just kind of barely doing it. They're having fun doing their own thing. I found some guys that we can maybe do if you would like to. Would you like to do a raid tonight? We normally do that for baseball at 100 likes. That's something we celebrate. Baseball's a little slower. You can kind of do that. With NASCAR, it's kind of hard because you got stuff constantly going. Would you like to do a raid? Thank you for that. Please cams appreciate that. Honda's coming in 2025. Is it real? I don't know. Chevrolet is looking for something. I think it would be Cadillac before it would be Honda. I'm not sure what's going to happen. Of course, the Camaro they're not making them anymore, so Chevrolet wants to have something they're selling, but I don't know. Could they use a Corvette? I don't know. Let's do a poll raid. I'm on a bunch of channels, Stupid River says. Yes, you're doing a great job here, man. Appreciate you getting on my back today. But keep on hitting that like button, trying to get to 150 and keep on subscribing to the channel. So I was just searching I was trying to see who was doing the stream and who was not doing it or who else was doing it. And I found a couple small channels that we might be able to help if you'd like to. Mandalorian says, I miss watching the truck race in dirt a few years ago. Did they handle it? Did they handle better in dirt? No, it was crazy. T-Van says, I'm starting to think it's a Busch race unless he has problems. We'll see what happens.
You came home so dirty from that race.
I never been to the dirt race. No, I didn't go to the dirt race. I went to the Bristol, but I was sat down low, so I was covered in dirt. I was covered in rubber.
It was coming forward.
Yeah, it was all over the place. Yeah, he does it, but he's kind of established, though. I was thinking of someone that's doesn't have many subscribers, they only got a couple likes. We could go there and give them some likes, just kind of share the wealth, a little bit. Start doing that with our NASCAR stuff. Now that we're kind of really established and having a good time here, but we're waiting on the audio to come back here. Here we go, back at it.
Just over 100 laps in. It's the Craftsman Truck Series racing for the 4th time this season.
Now, Mandalorian, they're off
Bristol
this
Motor
week.
Speedway.
Mandalorian, they are off.
Christian Eckes started on the pole, was good early, led the first 52 laps, lost the advantage on a restart to Kyle Busch, who has led the last 49, and Busch out front right now. Great story developing in Lane Riggs, who has worked his way into the top 10, played a little strategy after qualifying 28th earlier today, but the second-generation driver has got it all figured out right now.
Thank you, baby Astro.
Races into the top 10, and it's surprising and lucky he even has a truck.
27 to go in the stage 2. It's moving right along.
Out of the wall.
They finally settled down a little
horribly,
bit.
But a great call by the team to bring him to pit road, get those tires, and now raced inside the top 10.
Yeah, tough start to the season for
Police Cam. They are off
but
this
we
week.
knew it was just a matter of time before this truck really showed what it's capable of.
Awesome,
Daniel
Mike
Dye
D.
right up on
Appreciate
the
it.
back
Thanks for the
of
subscribe as
77
well.
truck, putting a little pressure on Purdy. Bama Buggy's machine.
Yeah, I don't want to do Keegan.
This race has just got to be mentally draining for a driver, because no matter where you are, you've got something
Keegan's been
to
doing
deal
it for a
with.
while.
And here's
I don't want
Kyle
to
Busch, who
go
felt
there.
comfortable out front, but now has to go around the lap truck of Ty Dillon. That allows Eckes to close in. Dillon was 24th. 23 trucks on the lead lap, 24 laps remaining, stage 2.
Eckes is heating up Kyle Busch. He ran him down as Kyle worked through that traffic.
Appreciate those subscribes.
19 truck looks strong. See, just behind those two, the two of Nick Sanchez, he's joined this party up front.
I can't show. I can only show it in like 10 seconds or so.
Than he did
I noticed last year.
Oh, look out!
Who's that? Who's that? The 21.
Has it get away from
21 is having issues. He's gonna spin. Ben Rhodes is about to get around him.
He's been making that outside work. Been watching his lap times.
21 was having some issues. Ben Rhodes like, get me away from this guy.
As you see Connor Jones there doing as well.
Well, Carruth actually did get a penalty on that last pit stop that we talked about when he slid through his box, but he's making a comeback from the rear.
Ruth in 20th.
And looking for more outside of Taylor Gray. 17 spent a lot of the early portion of this race inside the top 5, but he's lost some track position
Do it
back
right now.
in 19th
Thank
now.
you. Oh my gosh.
Leaders
it is, isn't it?
Through
wow, oh wow.
Lap traffic.
Thanks for the update.
Spencer Boyd there going down low. That's Stephen Parsons in the 75. He's the last truck on the lead lap, and Kyle is there.
Yeah,
okay, Fix, appreciate that.
Already a lap down. Stefan's been running the high side.
ARD.
Caught and passed Ty Dillon and drove away from him, but right now he's got the toughest cat in town beside him.
Let's give some love to Holmes. You talked about the fact he's already a lap down. Good start to the season for the 32 team. Top 5 at Daytona, 11th and 12th the last couple of races. Not where he wants to be tonight.
NASCAR really can't. No, man, they will not.
But he's had a really
can't do that over there on Twitch, asking if we can show the race.
You know, you talk
Can't
a little
do
bit
it,
about
dude.
the races
Sorry,
we've had
buddy.
this season, Adam. We've had a couple of races, Daytona and
I
Atlanta.
can let you
on
listen to the
drafting
audio. I
spots.
can
Then we
talk
went out
over it. I
west
can show like
to
about 10
Vegas
seconds
and ran
of
on the mile and a half.
a
This
wreck
is
or
our
whatever,
first
but I
short track.
cannot
So
do anything
you're gonna really
else.
find out who you are here tonight.
Ryan Dryer's the new person on
71,
YouTube.
Trying to get 19th away
Yeah, that's
from
who I
Taylor
thought we could
Gray
go
here,
do.
Josh.
Yeah, and you guys were talking about the fact that Raja Cruz was running the top. The team came over the radio, told him, hey, you're one of the only ones running the top, but you're
Next
making
commercial
it work.
break, we're going to
Keep
go over there and
digging,
say
keep
hi.
going. And Raja had
Love the
one of his
content.
best
Thank you
races at
for it,
Bristol last
Pirate,
fall. Looking
on
to back
Twitch.
that up
Appreciate
right here in
that.
the
Thanks,
spring,
man.
guys.
Yeah, right. I ain't taking a chance. Thank you for subscribing,
Raja now second
Silvio
best of the drivers who made
and
a pit
Rob.
stop
Thank
at
you for
lap
those
71.
subscribes.
Should that be a factor when they return to the pit lane? Best of the bunch, Corey Heim, who's rebounded up to 14th after the pit stop.
There's Zane Smith. That's a gaggle right there that he's been a part of. Tyler Ankrum solid down on the
Thank you,
bottom.
Rob.
there.
Appreciate
Great run again
that.
for that 18 truck.
The 52 of Stuart Friesen running behind the 18. There he is right there. What a great
All good. Things
comeback
completely
it's been for
understand.
him.
Thank
What
you,
a
man.
terrible practice he had. I mean, just didn't see any speed out of the 52. But, man, when they threw the green flag tonight, he's been
right.
marching. Look at that.
5
Started
seconds.
23rd all the way up to 7th.
Quick.
I think he's got a really fast truck.
I was talking to his crew in the garage after qualifying earlier today, and I said, man, this
If
thing
it was
could get
just
wild
on
tonight.
Twitch,
So many variables as
it'd
we
be a
add
little
50
different, I
laps
guess,
and
but
some
we're on
unknowns
YouTube as well.
on what will happen in regard to
not taking a
strategy. He said,
chance.
I
That
just
is our
hope we're not
bread
a
and
part of
butter
the
right now.
wild. So far, he's kept his nose clean, and as you guys talked about, has rallied back
Thank
from
you so much, Troy.
effort that he didn't like in
Appreciate that
qualifying
over
and
there.
finds himself inside the top 10 as we hit 10 laps to go in our second stage.
10 laps to go in stage 2
Talking
already.
to Stewart yesterday, and he said this is by far
And
one
this
of
thing's
his
gonna be over by
favorite
9.
racetracks here at Bristol.
You're going to find a hard time, Phil, finding one of those guys down there that won't say that. You know, you want to
Kyle
be
Busch
the best
leading
on one of
by,
the toughest tracks in
300ths of a
America,
second.
and that's what Bristol is. And if you can go out and conquer this place, it's such a special feeling.
Yeah, I'm
not
on
only
Twitch
for you as a driver,
and
but
Twitter.
your team. You know, they want to have
I'll explain
that
the rest
victory
at the
Bristol
break.
under their belt as well.
He was second here, 2018, 3 top 5s for Friesen at Bristol.
Yeah, moving in on Ankrum right now in that battle for 6th.
I want to get all you can.
Thank you so
here
much,
as we
Kelly.
wrap
I
the
appreciate
stage,
it. Thank you.
because we do anticipate everybody's going to make a pit stop at the end of stage 2, and that likely will be the final stop of the night. 7 to go.
7 laps
Chase
to go.
Purdy is 13th
124 of
in the 77.
250
The 9 is
complete.
Grant Enfinger. And William Sawalich
Kyle
trying to make
Busch
the play in the
continues to
outside
lead.
lane.
He's been able to rally here of late.
I'm kind of shocked at
Truck
this,
really
y'all.
coming to him.
I'm
Look how
shocked.
tight these things are. And look at Daniel Dye having to move up the hill.
Thank you,
here's the
Super
battle for the
Sports
lead.
228. Appreciate that. Thanks for the subscribe.
Dean Thompson into 5, a lap down.
There's 2 trucks in front of him trying to stay on the lead lap.
Ooh. 3 wide in front of our race leader.
22 almost got involved in again. Oh, look at Eckes. The leaders almost got wrecked.
How did they make that work?
And Christian Eckes split a couple of trucks 3 wide off the corner.
66 of Connor Jones was doing his best to stay on the lead lap. He did get passed by Kyle Busch. 13 right in front of him.
South of Nashville, T-Van.
Is the next guy to go possibly a lap down.
And look at the mess in front of him.
Garcia's 21st. 3 to go, stage 2.
3 to go here in stage 2.
The 71 truck up top. Roger Carruth trying to hang on as
Jake.
well.
It's like crazy.
Some really good trucks.
3 to go
in jeopardy
here.
of going a lap down as we wrap things up in our second stage.
3 to go.
And some good ones have already fallen a lap behind Kyle Busch and others.
Carruth trying to stay in the lead lap here.
Raja said,
Kyle is
Jake,
on his doorstep.
Side here and not give that 7 truck.
Look at Sanchez making a move for second.
For second, Sanchez and Eckes. Final lap, stage 2. Kyle Busch in behind Garcia and Carruth. Carruth, his teammate.
Rowdy one. Congratulations, stage 2 to the Rowdy one.
He wins stage 1 and stage 2. It's the 4th straight year a driver has swept the stages here at Bristol.
Let's go Chevy,
None
Richard
of the prior
Carr says.
3 have gone on to win the race.
Ooh, Adam.
But none of them are named Kyle Busch.
Adam dropping the knowledge.
Who's won here 5 times. I might have had an assist.
It was almost a wreck in front of the leaders, y'all.
Look out, trouble all around. Kyle Busch in charge here at the world's fastest half mile.
All right, so stage 2 complete. Let's go over, and I want you to, let's see if I can find this guy here. All right. If y'all don't mind, go over and give this guy a subscribe. He's got 2,500 subscribers. Let's go give him some likes and some subscribes. Ryan Dreyer is the YouTube name. Let's go over there and tell him CeeLo said hello. And let's go give him a raid. Tell him CeeLo said hey. Here is the link to his channel. So we'll start doing this during a non-NASCAR event or non-cup race. Let's go over there and raid. Dreyer is his name. Go check him out. Go give him some likes. Tell him CeeLo said hey. And there is his name. Let's see if I can get him back here. There it is. Go over there and raid him. Make it good, y'all. Make it good. Make it a good raid. And have a good time doing that. But Kyle Busch wins stage 2. Nick Sanchez in second. Christian Eckes third. Ty Majeski fourth. Zane Smith fifth. Tyler Ankrum sixth. Stuart Friesen in seventh. Matt Crafton eighth. Ben Rhodes ninth. Lane Riggs 10th is the top 10. There we go. Got some people going in there. We've got 300 in here. Come on, y'all. Go raid this guy's channel. Raid is on. Go raid this guy's channel. Make it good. Not just 4 or 5 people. We got 300 and so in here. Go over there and say hi to him. And do it good. Do it good if we're going to do it. Let's see what he says. Is he even recognizing it?
Oh, yeah, there we go. There's a, see if you look. CeeLo says, hi. All right, well, welcome in, got a raid from CeeLo. Thank you, guys.
Awesome, good deal.
We got Richard, we got Baby Astro, Teresa, and Kelly Hockman.
Yeah, give him some likes and some love here. We'll bring the audio back here in just a second, guys, and then we'll come on back here. To who? The link that I just posted. Go click it on there. Go give him some subscribes and some likes. Little raid. We'll start doing this. Spread the wealth, you know, in stage 2 as Kyle Busch continues to dominate here at Bristol. Good deal. Awesome. Thank you guys for doing that, man. Appreciate that. All right, so let's get back to business here. Back
this
to the audio.
place is just special. And for the first time ever, the trucks racing here on the concrete twice in a season. 250 laps tonight, a 200-lap playoff race here in September. You always get your money's worth
And these guys on pit road are pumped
go
up.
K8,
because
KB.
It's time for the
That's
money
right.
stop. This is going to be make or break you. You got to do your
Riggs is
job
having
as
a good,
driver,
Lane
get in and out of
Riggs,
the pits,
top
and
10.
these guys have to execute this pit
Here it is,
stop.
pit stops.
See the points
This should be
payout?
interesting.
Eckes, Sanchez, both getting 17 tonight. Majeski's
see
been
something,
solid.
Mando. We'll see what
Ankrum,
happens.
Another good evening, came in scoring the most points so far this year. He adds 9. Ben Rhodes, a wonderful comeback. Taylor Gray, impressive as well.
Here they come,
Thank
guys.
you guys that went over there to raid.
Busch,
Appreciate
Sanchez,
that.
Eckes, the top 3.
And here we go.
Pit
Leaders
stops
in the
under
pits.
caution, ending stage 2. Regan.
Adam Nick Sanchez started second, currently running second, and happy with his truck right now. The balance was neutral, became just a touch too free for him as they ran. Not enough to change anything, though, exactly what that team wants to hear. And the 7 of your leader, Kyle Busch, he started the race really loose, but then the truck went to the tight side, meaning the front wouldn't turn like he wanted to. Describe the tires as hockey pucks for tires by the end of that run. They'll make a small adjustment to help that out. Josh?
For the 19 of Christian Eckes, he said it can't be as aggressive as he wants to be. Just doesn't have the grip he needs, so they're going to make an air pressure track bar adjustment for him. For the 98 of Ty Majeski, said that truck is just too tight. Says I need to be able to drive it better, take a swing. Team told him we'll make an engine air pressure
T-Van,
adjustment.
about 45 minutes.
Big adjustments going on.
Big trouble for Majeski. The tire changer was pointing for him to turn the wheel to the left. Couldn't get the tire off. That's going to hurt him.
Oh, no. Ty
You just
Majeski
can't
with an error
afford to
there.
lose track position, especially now that you're into the second half of the race.
And more than likely, for most of these teams, the last time you're coming to pit road.
Right.
91 of Zane Smith leaves pit road. The reason Raja is in there so crooked is he had to drive around another truck to get in its pit box. Relatively small pit boxes here.
I'll sweep
obviously,
Ty
with the
says we'll see
size of
tomorrow.
this racetrack.
At least he got it stopped that time, Phil.
That's right.
There's a whole lot going on here. You know that? We'll reset it all for you and line it up for the final stage when we return on FS1.
All right, so we're under caution here due to the stage end with Kyle Busch sweeping both first and second stage. We're under caution. Pit stops have been made. We're going to get back to green flags here in just a second. So make sure you're hitting that like button. We're trying to get to 150 on the likes. We got over 200 last time. Let's see if we can get 200 today for the race. We got about 113 laps to go. It's going to go really quick if there's no more cautions. These guys have been really crazy. I not expected this. I expected a wreck fest. We all said 12 or so cautions. So Mandalorian says, nice of everyone to give that guy likes. I actually talked to him earlier before I watched your stream. Awesome. Yep, spread the wealth. We used to do that for baseball. When we get 100 likes, that was our celebration to go help someone else out, get more views, because we've been there before too, guys. It's been there where it's been, when I first started, 14, 15 people in the chat. So, but here we are now, 282. I think for the qualifying stream, we had almost 600. So we'll see if we get some more folks in here toward the end. I'm about 30 minutes south of Nashville, T-Van, 30 minutes south. But yeah, that was fun. Appreciate you guys going over there and taking care of that. Awesome. Very good. Thank you guys for helping out. And so we're keep on hitting that subscribe. Let's see if we can get to 10,150 tonight. And we'll be ready for tomorrow's stream, the Food City 500. So let's take a look at my social media really quick. Bring that down. Social media. There it is. On the Go at CeeLo is the Facebook page. We were streaming on that during the qualifying stream, but it was taken down due to copyright. It's a lot different than YouTube. When something gets copyright, Facebook just takes it off of their page. So now that's happened twice in the last month. So now I can't stream on Facebook for 2 days. And if it keeps on happening, they may cancel my channel Facebook page plus my normal Facebook page that's kind of connected to that. And I've had that for so long. I'm not having that happen. So I probably won't be streaming on Facebook anymore. We'll just use Facebook for letting other people know that we're going to be streaming on YouTube and just kind of posting things. We gave it a shot. We met a lot of new folks through Facebook as well, so that worked out. Got some more folks on the Facebook page. So that is at CLord16 is on Twitter. We're streaming on that right now. On the Go at CeeLo1 is my Instagram, and On the Go at CeeLo is my TikTok, which I wish I could find some more time to really concentrate on TikTok. I really don't know much about how to tag things on TikTok. So if you guys know how to do that, message me on Discord or on Instagram or whatever. I'd like to know a little bit more how to get more folks on TikTok. But those are my social medias. We're also on Twitch as well. On the Go with CeeLo is all one word on Twitch. So there is my social media. All right, we're back at it. Here we go. Stage
It's
3.
got multiple nicknames. Some would say it's Thunder Valley, the world's fastest half mile, the last great Coliseum, always produces a good show.
Yeah, only
Stage 1
a
is
few.
done.
Zane
Stage
Smith
2 is
and Kyle
behind
Busch,
us.
Mandalorian.
And now we're ready for the big finish at Bristol for the Craftsman Truck Series.
See Nick Sanchez, that 2 truck, going by some lap trucks.
That's all right, Richard. I wish I could, man.
Had a loose wheel, had to come back down pit road.
I'm not going to take the chance.
Raja Caruth, pitting outside the box, was penalized. Speeding for William Sawalich, so he will drop to the rear. And we talked about Ty Majeski and long stop. Don't worry about it. He was 4th when they came off pit road.
Heck, if any more people got penalized, he might be leading this
right.
He said this was the money stop. It's hard to overcome a penalty on your last pit stop.
Yeah, just think about Nick Sanchez and William Sawalich where they are now. They're buried. It'd be very difficult for them to get back to the top 10.
And look at Corey Heim, who tonight spent a lot of time outside the top 10, right? But they played the game. They were patient. He's kept it clean. He's going to restart inside the top 10 here. He's got his best running position of the evening as we go green in the final stage.
And he knows where victory lane is here.
Yes, he
109
does.
laps to go
fall.
in stage 3.
Now this will be an interesting restart. Kyle Busch takes the
I
top.
know
We
he's
saw
had some
him with the
issues
lead
today.
up there, but he also held off Christian Eckes on the bottom. See if Kyle Busch can do that again. He's pretty good. Probably got a good feel for what he needs to do here. What do you think?
What would you rate him? 5-star at Bristol?
Green flag. Boogity,
Final
boogity,
stage for
boogity.
the
Let's go
tailgaters.
racing, boys.
Just that little bit of momentum he gets from the launch is enough to get down in front.
Look at the run Eckes got off the turn.
Arnigan, thank you so
Tyler
much.
Ankrum hanging around. Teammates
Come on, Eckes,
behind
you got
Kyle
I
Busch.
picked you to win. Let's go.
Majeski charging in the 98. Maybe a little contact there with
Thank
Ankrum.
you,
I think
Ryan,
there
as
was.
well,
How
for that
about
subscribe.
Craftsman, that
Ryan
yellow truck here
Dreyer.
battling up in the top 5.
Great run from Matt.
Oh, there goes
Oh,
Majeski.
there goes
He's gonna have
Majeski.
contact.
Ben Rhodes, his
Contact
teammate, hits him.
with
And the caution is out for the 5th time tonight.
Majeski, and
we
I
are
don't know who it
lucky.
was. Caution's out.
As we were just underway that we didn't have more trucks get involved.
Several trucks behind him. Sliding sideways. There you see
Ben
the damage
Rhodes
to
in that
Ben Rhodes'
99, he
truck.
was doing
Solid
good.
run for that number 99. I think Majeski will have to come to pit road. Pit road there.
Stephen Parsons took the wave around. And when you do that, you just hope we get a quick caution. He got it. Now he can pit.
Boogity,
and
boogity,
he's
boogity,
gonna be
Jay
in
over there
line
on
with
Twitch.
everybody else,
Or
and
on
a
Twitch,
little bit
yes.
fresher tires than everyone because not a lot, right?
Probably not enough to
but
matter.
a small advantage.
Yeah, but back on the lead lap, that's the critical
That's
part.
big. Yep.
Mountain Billy, what's up, dude?
That was wild off
Thanks
turn
for
two,
y'all
wasn't
rock
it?
and rolling
Happened
CeeLo's
so
channel
fast,
for the
just
truck
like
race.
everything
Thank
at
you,
Bristol.
Richard.
A little bit of contact and around went Majeski.
When Stefan took the waiver on that left Ty Dillon as the only truck 1 lap down, so he will get the free pass.
So let's see what happened
Let's
here.
see what happens here as they exit turn 2. Majeski in the 98 down there on the bottom.
Just gets loose.
And bounced up the hill. And watch Matt Crafton. You talked about what a great run he's having. Poised, just pauses off the gas, doesn't do anything abruptly, and squeaks by Majeski.
Yeah, Ben wasn't near as lucky as
That's how it
Matt
happened.
was because Ty was coming down the racetrack right
Mountain
in
Billy,
his
we got your
path.
boy Blaney on the
Wonder what
pole
Duke
today.
Thorson's reaction was to that. Crafton going by on the outside. Rhodes gets collected with Ty Majeski. All teammates.
Let's watch this real time. This is going to be wild. That little bit of a looseness there shot him up the track. Ben didn't have anywhere to go, like you said.
Ty would have probably been fine had he not got into the truck outside of him and it turned him back towards the inside wall.
Hey, the good news for Ben Rhodes is that he got some stage points because once again, maybe on the outside looking in when it comes to a top 10 finish, doesn't have one yet this year.
That's a terrible feeling. Just a little bit of a slip, and it happened so fast here at Bristol. Couldn't overcome it.
As you mentioned at the very top of the show, one of the best short track racers in the country. It can happen to anybody. These guys are on the edge.
Look at Matt Crafton
Unbelievable.
In that 88 on the outside.
How about Zane got by just before Ty came back down the hill into Bend.
Let's see if Daniel Dye, he's running up in the 11th spot, has a picture of this. Oh, yeah.
You knew he would.
Look at him getting it woe down before he got in the back of Grant Enfinger.
Just a bunch of cars that totally missed him. Could have wrecked big time.
Qualified top 10 every week so far.
Definitely.
Looking for his second top 10 finish.
98 and 99, both wrecked.
Bad for Ben, though. Absolutely.
Ben Rhodes was doing really well today.
Had worked his way up into the top 10 from a 16th place starting position.
All right, there is the link for tomorrow's race, y'all. Make sure you go over and make sure you pin that for you guys. Food City 500 tomorrow.
You saw how close
Central.
Christian Eckes was to getting up beside Kyle Busch, almost
There's
getting
150 likes. Let's see if we can get 200
if Kyle
now.
takes the outside again. I
likes.
assume he will. But I think right now it looked like the tire change and the adjustment, Eckes had a little bit more speed. That's going to be fun to watch to see these two battle it out.
So we talk about those drivers up front, and they've been there all evening. Kyle Busch, Christian Eckes, Tyler Ankrum starting to surface once again at the front. No surprise because that's what he's been doing all season long. He's third. Behind him, Matt Crafton. We've touched on the three-time series champion who's off to a great start this season. Behind him, a driver who got the title a few years ago, Zane Smith, running a few races this year for MHR and looking good tonight at Bristol. Corey Heim won this race in the fall. They fought track position but played some good strategy tonight. He finds himself sixth. Grant Enfinger, top 10 every time we've been to Bristol, is seventh right now. Huge attaboy again. Can't say it enough for Lane Riggs, the rookie, who's fought through a lot of adversity today. And here we are, 100 laps to go, and he's in the 8th position, Regan.
Well, and Adam, I talked to Lane before he got in the truck just a little while ago, and a lot of
says,
concern
I have
about
my
how good that truck was going to be. They made
notifications on for tomorrow.
substantial
Awesome.
changes to it, not only before qualifying, but after qualifying as well. Very free most of the day. They were able to get that truck pretty good to start the race, as we've seen, as he moved up pretty quickly. As of right now, the truck started just a little bit too tight that last run. They freed him up on the last pit stop just a little bit so that it would be a little better early on in the runs, but doing a great job on the 38 right now.
Great comeback for him today through all that team has faced. Same for Stuart Friesen. We've touched on their challenges earlier in the afternoon, but they find themselves in a good spot. So does Bailey Curry right behind him.
And, you know, we talked about having the money stop late. You couldn't afford a mistake. If there's enough cautions and there's people ahead of you that are involved, obviously you can battle back into position. So, you know, you need some cautions late if you're Nick Sanchez, if you're Raja Carruth, William Sawalich, to fight your way up inside the top 10.
You know, Michael, Adam and I were walking through the garage here, and we were just naming off teams off the top of our head. And we came up with 24 full-time teams that are capable of winning any week.
And this is one of them right here. It's been a drought for him, but he's got the truck tonight to do it.
Now the 7th truck, he starts lighting his tires up in turn 1 and 2, so you can learn from watching. You can always learn something. You waited too long to clean your tires off there, and if you're honest with yourself, you know that's right. You're right up front with the best trucks right here. You bowl as good as
I have my notifications on. Awesome. Everybody, thank you so much, guys, for the love today.
I love the bowling reference. You know, you bowl with better bowlers. I bowled with a Hall of Famer, Mike Albee, last week in Phoenix.
I'll be darned. No wonder I'm terrible at golf.
Wow,
I golf with you.
It's more wholesome than what I used to do during live streams.
He's a truth teller, isn't he?
Yes, he is.
And he tells it in a way that just makes me smile.
Yeah. If you're
I'm glad you're on your best behavior, stupid Rupert.
I might have had to answer that. Well, I'm not sometimes.
All right.
Racing so good at Bristol, sometimes
Green
we
flag.
fight for position
Yeah.
under caution.
Stage 3. As we're in
Majeski, I don't
stage
know.
3.
This truck's damaged. He's falling back. See, Stephen Parsons just ahead of him. Lawless Allen in the 33 down there. He's had a solid night. Just trying to get one of his laps back here.
Restart, 98 to go.
I don't think Busch has
on
this
the front
one.
row.
Eckes
Here we
needs
go.
to hang beside that 7.
Here we go, green flag, boogity, boogity, boogity. Let's go
You see
racing,
the tires
boys.
spinning on the bottom, but he's there. He's there.
Much better this time for Eckes
Eckes.
on a restart. Can he
Kyle
hang in
just
the
has
inside
that
lane?
outside line. Come on, Eckes. Let's go. Eckes to the inside, just behind Kyle. Rowdy on the out.
Right around
And
the
he
top.
cleared him.
Kyle Busch flexing his muscles once again in the outside lane.
Eckes is there.
Not over yet.
Oh,
No
Eckes keeps
contact
on
from
coming.
19.
Giving it to him.
Michael, you mentioned how strong that
Ooh,
19
side
got
by
loose.
side. Ooh, William spun
Kyle
around
with a
me.
save.
And look at that 88.
He almost
Craftsman
spun
creeping
him.
in there. How bad does he want to win at Bristol?
What's
Oh, you see
Holly? What's
Eckes
he saying on the
sideways.
scanner now?
You think maybe he has a tire going down after that contact with Kyle?
Heim up on the top.
Zane Smith, the 91 truck.
Due to Twitch, I guess there's no stream of the actual race. No dirty race. Race 25 can't show the race.
What about how racy this place is? Man, this is good stuff.
Zane Smith
Welcome
going
in,
for
Dirty
fourth.
Race.
That red
Dirty
and white
Race.
91 inside of the 18 of Tyler Ankrum.
25 over there on Twitch.
I know it's time to go. You get inside of 100 laps, you're getting close to the end.
Well, you get his feel.
11
the
is
sense
coming,
of
your church
urgency on that
says.
restart.
I'm
And the way Eckes went after
Former
it.
winner last
About
year.
Grant Enfinger grabbing that 6th spot.
Watch,
All right, watch this. Watch this.
There's a little bump, a little tap, gets him on the
Let's see if they show
inside.
it
Kyle
here.
got a little bit loose right before that tap.
All right, watch this. Watch this.
Battle
Oh,
for the
come on.
lead.
Green
Eckes is
screen.
back, and he's going to make the pass.
There goes Christian Eckes.
Easily makes the pass.
19, the new leader.
I felt like the adjustments on the 19 truck really lit that Napa.
Let me see those
Napa blue truck
19s.
up, and he is flying right now. Look at that.
I was concerned that he went for it on the restart, and after the contact, the truck might not respond, and he wouldn't have what it takes to get there. A few
There's
laps
been like
later,
4 streams taken
not
down.
only
I
does
was
he make
watching
the
today.
pass,
Yeah,
but he's
it's-
starting
yeah,
to put
I'm
some
not-
distance between himself and Kyle Busch, with Matt Crafton now just behind the 5-time winner here at Thunder Valley.
Man, I love what Matt Crafton's doing. This is so much fun. 47 years old is Crafton, trying to chase down Kyle Busch, make that pass there, and then go
Crafton,
get after the
88, making a
23-year-old Christian Eckes, who's leading this race.
You remember back when we would interview Matt after a race that Kyle Busch won? He was like, man, I really want to beat him. I hate losing to him.
Guess that could be a possibility with Amazon in the near
Christian
future.
Eckes has pulled out almost a second now.
Yeah,
over
we'll
Kyle.
definitely be bringing the
Now,
NASCAR
this is when
streams for you for, on Amazon.
Let's just
definitely.
run some laps. Log some laps, guys. Calm down in the back. I like where things are right now.
Yeah, don't do any side-by-side racing. We don't need that.
Mandalorian says Kyle will
Yeah, we
get the
talked
lead
so
back.
much
He's just letting
about
Eckes
how
enjoy
this
the
race
lead.
unfolded last fall for Eckes, winning the pole.
87 to go already.
Both stages,
Keep hitting that
leading
like button, trying to get to
150 of
200 likes.
laps, but he was unable to close the deal. If he wins tonight,
Green
he's
Bay
not going to be
Packers
near
dropping
as dominant.
Sanchez,
But if
that
he's
too.
able to bring home the checkered flag, it not only exercises the demons of 2023, but he also was able to pass arguably the greatest all-time in the history
doesn't know
of
who he's
Bristol
messing
Motor
with.
Speedway, and that being Kyle Busch, to go out and get it done.
What has he won here? 22 times in the 3 series?
Yeah, 23 if you count his win on dirt.
Yeah.
I mean, let's just throw that in there for good measure.
Yeah, led over 5,000 laps here at Bristol.
I say arguably the greatest all time because Darrell Waltrip won here 7 consecutive times in his career, so I thought I'd work that in.
Michael gave him credit for 6.
Yeah, he
and
did.
he wasn't wrong. He did win 6 in a row, but he actually won 7.
He won 5 in a row, too.
What do you say, Josh?
I'd pay for a
Yeah,
NASCAR
Adam,
so
to
that
add
they
to your
actually show the race on
remember the word
NASCAR.com.
for
Yeah.
Christian Eckes earlier was redemption. He did not forget what happened here last fall. And before
T-Van's
that last
going
restart,
Zane Smith
came
for
over
the win.
radio to the team and said, we're going to get him. We're going to get Kyle Busch. And that's why you saw that aggression. Because
Clark
not just
going
what happened
2 or the
before,
7
but
or the
who he saw
19?
in front of him and how good he knows his truck is.
Aaron's going 88.
And now it becomes about traffic management as he works through some of the lappers.
Crafton and Kyle doing the same thing right behind him. And you see Kyle Busch cut into that lead a bit in that exchange of traffic.
Crafton got hung up a little bit.
The
Trying to
challenge
get by those
could go
lap
from
trucks and
5
lost a
people
little bit of
watching to
ground.
500 just
Kyle.
to torment
Has
the
Kyle
person.
changed his line? Looked like
Well,
a little high down in 3 and 4. Is
I was
that
just trying
where
to
he
help.
wants to go, or did it just slip up?
See,
I've
now
seen
he's
that
about
happen to
half
me,
a
though,
truck
during a
width off the
football
bottom of the
race.
racetrack down in 1 and 2.
There he goes up top. That's
You really
on
gotta-
purpose.
you gotta
Trying to
have
see if there's
everybody
anything
go.
there for him to close that gap on Eckes.
He knows he has time.
Well,
He
Stupid
can
Roofer, normally
experiment.
when
He
they
has a
do
little bit
raids
of a
like
gap
that,
on
they have
Crafton.
like
He's even
2,000
higher
in the
down
chat or
in 1 and
something.
2 than he
So
was the last lap.
300 is just
this is
a
where
blimp
the role of the
what they
spotter
have.
is so big, because you want, if you're Eckes, your spotter to say, here's what he's doing behind you, letting you know if he's gaining any
saying
ground.
9 for
and
the
speaking
championship.
of picking up spots, how about Sanchez? Had the extra pit
Ruth
stop,
with 4,
and they have
Sanchez with
rallied.
4.
That's impressive.
And Ben
Truck
Rhodes,
is in
after that
11th
wreck,
right
he's
now.
up +4
See,
since
just
the
up ahead of there,
restart.
that yellow truck. Lane Riggs still hanging in the top 10.
.77 laps to go. Christian Eckes back out in front of Kyle Busch and Matt Crafton. We're going side by side on FS1.
I really wish they would let us see some in-car cameras on the truck race. I mean, they have them for the media. Why can't they show them on NASCAR.com? I don't know, is there an agreement issue with that or what? But Marvin says Eckes will put it in his scrapbook that he led NASCAR's GOAT in a race. Yeah, he passed him. He side by side and passed him. So coming down to the very weeds of this race, 76 to go, which will happen pretty quick here at Bristol. So that's why I have a problem with trolls. I was one of them. Gotcha. I understand that. But make sure in the pin message, guys, you go over there and click on that link. That'll take you to tomorrow's stream. Make sure your notification bell is on. We'll be going on about 2 p.m. Central for pre-race. About 30 minutes prior to that, we'll get all our likes in. We'll get all our subs in. And then we'll have the green flag with pre-race ceremonies. And have a good time tomorrow. We'll actually have some in-car cameras tomorrow's show as well. So it should be a fun race here on the channel. So thank you guys so much. If you could actually go over on Facebook as well. I won't be able to do a link on this one, but maybe someone can link that, the stream for tomorrow's race over there on Facebook. So people know about that one. I won't be able to stream. I won't be able to put anything on Facebook tomorrow. So Kelly says she likes seeing Matt Crafton up there. Yeah, he's been moving on up. Too bad for Purdy. Yeah. Nothing wrong with a little harmless trolling, Mountain Billy says. Yep. Just as long as you're not bad about it, right? Like with the two guys we had during the qualifying stream, they tried to make their voice known. We let them talk, let them do their thing, and then we're like, okay, enough of you. Bye-bye. So that's what we took care of. That's when Stupid River got rid of them. Great. You got passed. Rocket says, what's up, man? You guys ever seen that old Winston Cup race where a guy really stole the pace car and the cops chased him around? Wow, I never saw that. That's crazy. But here we go. Back to the audio for you guys on Fox Sports 1.
Grant Enfinger racing Corey Heim. Two short track aces when you talk about competition in this series.
68 to go. Keep
Taylor
on hitting that
Gregg,
like button. Y'all are trying to get to 200 likes.
Jumping inside of Lane Riggs for 9th.
And inside the top 10, here comes Nick Sanchez.
Yes, sir, Rocket. We made it last
he was
week.
going to be able to get back up into the top 10, and he's not done yet.
11K is our next goal.
Last year started at the rear, as I pointed out earlier in the race.
Yeah, Lane Riggs and the rookie in that top 10. Been there all day.
After having to make a second stop, coming through all the traffic again, he's passed a lot of trucks here in the last couple of races. Nick Sanchez.
Kyle is in second place.
Saw during the break, the 77, Chase Purdy
second place,
to pit
Glenn.
road. I think he had a flat tire. He's returned to the track right in the middle of this mess.
Tom Majeski, the 98, went behind the wall.
Stephon Parsons in 21st is the next victim.
There he is right there.
Kyle Busch led 105 laps till he just got passed.
Let's give some love
Eckes
to
now taking the lead.
McAnally Hilgeman Racing, because Christian Eckes is leading. Zane Smith is 4th. Tyler Ankrum is 5th. Coming into tonight, Ankrum had scored more points than anybody through the first 3 races of the year. That's a team that expanded, doubled their fleet from 2023 to 2024. Had to go out, find people, put all the parts and pieces together. And not only are they doing it, but doing it successfully and putting themselves in position on a weekly basis to go out and win races.
It's been impressive. Saw Bill in the garage this morning, and he's all smiles. He said, Mike, I'm really proud of what we've been able to put together and the people we've assembled and the drivers, the job they're doing on the racetrack.
And I asked him, how was you able to expand so quickly? And so he said really it was People bought into what Christian was able to do last year. The year he had, all the wins, how well he ran, people bought into that. That's why Tyler Ankrum is over there now. That's why Daniel Dye is over there now.
Still there?
Speaking of Daniel Dye, let's hop on board with him. He's running right now just inside the top 15, 14th. Got Bailey Curry ahead of him, and you can see back there, there's Raja trying to overcome his issues.
Yeah, Sanchez was able to mow through the field fairly quickly.
163 likes, almost to 200. Help us get there, y'all.
Going to be tough sledding now, though, isn't it, Phil?
Who's your favorite NASCAR driver or a dirt truck driver? Glenn.
See the numbers that I just talked about. MHR getting it done this season, getting it done tonight.
57
all
laps to go.
4 of their trucks inside the top 14, 3 of them inside the top 5.
Christian Eckes.
There was.
Comfortable lead, but man, he's coming up on a scrum. There's a bunch of trucks. As you
almost
see, the
a
Bama
second
Buggy
lead.
truck is
Purdy's behind
taking it to the infield. Look at all that
pits.
mess he's got to go through here with Kyle Busch breathing down his neck. There you see Kyle down on the bottom.
The advantage for Eckes, just under a second over Kyle Busch.
I like the old race footage where they had to catch a groundhog on the track.
Copy that. Same lap times as the leader, same air. You're better than he's in traffic.
It's good information, but my tires feel like hockey pucks. I think he said earlier.
Feels like he blew through his front tires. Just outside of 50 laps to go. Still has not lost contact with the 19 of Eckes.
You know what Christian Eckes wishes? That this was a 200-lap race like in the fall instead of 250.
The leader was 3 wide there down the back straightaway. I think he agrees with you, Adam.
Too close for comfort.
And how does it feel? Eckes dominated a year ago, had to get away from him late, and he glances up in the mirror and sees Kyle Busch right behind him.
Half a second, almost 600ths of a second.
I said earlier, a race here has got to be mentally taxing, especially for a guy like Christian Eckes, who's trying to bounce back from that disappointment
Thanks
of a
for
year
the
ago.
subscribers, guys. We're 10 away from 10,150.
That race would have got him in the championship 4. Then he goes to Phoenix and wins. You never know how things are going to play. But, boy, you know that he's thought about that over and over. And he talked about it today after winning the pole. 50 to go.
I'm sure right now Christian
Most
Eckes
of Dick
is not
Petty's
thinking he
wins
needs
were
a caution
country
flag.
fair wins against drivers that used to
He probably would
drive
like a
against
caution, Regan,
the
to maybe catch up to
factory-sponsored
the front,
cars.
too.
Well, Phil,
Marvin
I definitely
says.
think he might like that. Having a fantastic night right now. I checked with him earlier in the day on what they needed to do to make that next step up and get that win and get him back in the winner's circle. He said it's just the little things right now. We need to get a little bit of everything if we're going to get that win and get me out of that winless streak that he's in currently. One of the primary things was to get short run speed. They've had everything tonight. He has been quiet on the radio.
See Stefan right now trying to stay up there and be in the front
48
free
to
pass
go.
position. Popsells.com on board that
Your
Chevy.
awesome man, Hunch.
Christian Eckes
Hun
has got
Chase
Ben Rhodes
Jr.
up
over
front,
there on
just ahead
Twitch.
of
Thank
these
you,
two,
man.
and
Appreciate that.
It's having a hard time
It's
getting
not
around him.
on big networks. They don't
That's a
care.
good
The
line
big networks
running up
are the
top.
ones
There you
stopping
see
the streams.
Eckes to the bottom and Kyle Busch
Yeah,
right there.
Not taking a chance.
That means that right now Ben Rhodes is in the free pass position.
How about these finishes
This
for
man on a
Rhodes,
mission,
our reigning
CeeLo.
champ
Yeah,
so
he
far
is.
this season? 30th, 28th, and 13th. Running 20th tonight, and he's one lap down, as Phil pointed out.
Crafton's
I missed the late
Kyle
great
Busch.
Bobby Hamilton. I got to
Tightening
meet
up at the
him
front,
a
Adam.
lot.
45 to go.
At my work. So,
We
it's
step
cool.
aside, but we go side by side. So you miss nothing on FS1.
All right, so another commercial break as we mute the commercials. Make sure you guys are having points in the chat to bring up your favorite. We have a couple Craftsman Truck Series redeems for you guys. The stream bot should be telling you about that. Plus, we have a whole bunch of redeems for NASCAR drivers. One is that's in the trace tonight, Rowdy. It's exclamation point redeem Rowdy, and then we also redeem Rowdy with a number 2 next to it. Those are his 2 redeems for our channel. And how you get points is exclamation point gamble, or exclamation point points to find out how many points you have. Just by being here, you earn points. So just by sitting here in the chat, and if you've been here for a while now, you should have some points to gamble. And then to gamble those points, exclamation point gamble those points, and the more or gamble all. And the more points you get, the more points you bring up your favorite drivers and all that good stuff. Or just to pass the time away as you watch the stream. So hope you guys are having a good time. 40 laps to go. Christian Eckes is leading Kyle Busch by 0.03 of a second now. So it's getting a little closer. Should be good all the way down. So thank you guys for all the likes, all the love. Keep hitting that subscribe, hitting that like button for us, as we are getting close to the finish of this Weather Gaurd Truck Race here at Bristol. Thank you guys so much. We'll bring the audio back here in just a second as the commercials come back. Thank you guys for all the stuff on Twitch today. Thank you for Twitter. Nothing on Facebook tonight. Cold beer. Let me see. Coach. Is that Coach? Get your cold beer. What are you drinking out there tonight, guys? You got your cold beer, your whiskey, whatever you got. Cold beer coming in. Coach, what's going on, dude? Appreciate you being here. So just waiting on it. Christian Eckes, Kyle Busch, Matt Crafton in third, Zane Smith pulling double duty. Uh-oh, Kyle Busch has caught him, and he's making a run. Kyle Busch and Eckes now battling side by side as they go into turn one. Eckes gets the lead back. Eckes goes high. Kyle Busch goes behind him. Crafton comes a little closer to him as they go into turn three. Eckes goes high. Kyle Busch finishes. Then Crafton trying to make a move on Kyle Busch. And I'll let you listen in. Here we go.
And I'm so thankful they couldn't hear us up here. Oh, wow, whoa. I mean, that's crazy action.
The body language was crazy. I thought for sure Kyle Busch was going to get the lead. Now he might lose second. Crafton is there. Top three
sipping
running
on Eagle Rare.
with
Awesome,
34
Coach.
laps to go.
Matt's going to have to tuck in behind Kyle Busch because of the lap truck.
He doesn't want to, Phil. He sees that bottom. He likes that bottom. Christian Eckes has done a great job. He saw the move that Kyle Busch made on the outside. He's moved up there.
Awesome T-Man. Yeah, he was one of my favorites, too. Sterling Marlin.
I know there's a bunch of these cup guys smiling right now, seeing the multiple grooves on this racetrack. Run high, run low, run wherever your vehicle sticks the best and goes the fastest.
That's going to bode well for that race tomorrow, isn't it?
It's going to be so fun tomorrow afternoon. But we got a barn burner right here tonight.
Oh, Kyle just trying everything here.
They're going to swap.
Kyle goes high. Oh, and a caution.
Stewart Friesen with a problem.
Caution.
He was inside the top 10. It's our 6th caution of the night.
Looks like
we
he had
said
some contact
12,
with
y'all.
Nick
Remember
Sanchez.
that?
I saw sparks off the 2 truck as well. There it is.
Oh, wow.
Both were in the top 10. 8 for Friesen, 9 for Sanchez.
Squeezed into the wall, it looks like.
See what happened to Sanchez.
There's the squeeze
52.
I was talking about. Bam. Sanchez with the run on the high side, and Stewart tried to close the door.
Boom.
And look at
Stewart
that.
Friesen and
no
Sanchez.
Nick was squeezed into the outside
Stewart
wall.
Friesen and Sanchez
Turned
in the
Stewart
wreck
around.
as we have our another caution. 6th of the night.
Obviously, with the caution out, people with trouble.
Yeah,
like
he
Nick
was
Sanchez, Stewart
SWRB.
Friesen will probably come to pit road, but
Sanchez involved.
None of the trucks running up front are coming to pit
Stewart
road.
Friesen.
Everybody's got tires, but there's just no way.
They're going to take them home.
Yeah, if you have track position, you're going to give it up here.
That brake action was incredible that we
6
had.
so far, Karen.
Check this out.
Nice.
Watch Kyle. Watch that 7 truck.
Watch the 19 thread the needle.
Oh. So tight here in Bristol.
See a little bit of a bobble there by Eckes.
Yeah.
Kyle's right there.
Was able to drive up beside him. A little bit of a nudge. Now Christian's going to give Kyle room on the outside. Kyle's going to pull right up beside him.
It's going to be a good battle.
Looked like
here
it might have been over there, but Christian was able to get back in the throttle and get that
You
momentum.
met Jeff Gordon in New York. Awesome, Kenneth Clark. I bet him right here in Bristol.
When he made that move during commercial.
But watch this
pits.
run off turn 2 for Eckes. That's just great racing on a really tough racetrack. Christian tried to shut the door there. Kyle said, not having any of that.
First truck 1 lap down here is Ben Rhodes. So the defending champ gets back on the lead lap. He scored 18.
Oh, there's no I was about to say, what's this? They keep on. I thought it was no caution. I was like, what? So we're under caution with 29 laps to go.
You'll pull at least half of them down, so you'll restart somewhere around 9/10. I mean, I think I can win it, but we are definitely the second place truck, maybe third.
Ooh, he's thinking about pitting. How fun would that be for us?
Oh, that would be a show.
I'm not sure how many trucks he'll drag down the pit road with him, though.
But I do think some trucks outside the
You're
top
welcome,
10's gonna
Marvin.
get
I
it.
think without a doubt. There's no pump the tires up a little bit, Michael, for this little short run we're going to have.
So I said we're going to have 18 trucks on the lead lap, and you're going to have right around 25 laps to go when you get the restart. The thing I would worry about here is, do you get a rash of cautions when you bunch them up late, which doesn't allow you to take advantage of the fact you came down pit road and got the tires, you know?
We only have 28 laps to go right now.
You know, he said he thought he could pull some. I think he went down low real early here to see if he could get some to come with him. Maybe looked in the mirror, see no one was coming. Said, I'm staying out.
And he almost hit the orange block there. That would have been a
Kyle playing mind games.
If he had hit that.
He's a professional.
Yeah, he knows what he's doing.
Rowdy playing mind
all
games.
these college basketball tournaments going on. That was a shot fake from a championship driver right there, wasn't it?
But nobody went for the fake.
No one went for the fake. Traveling, number 7. We're going the other way.
Charles Denight, crew chief for Christian Eckes. Just hoping this driver can hold him off.
What do we do now? We've been able to restart on the bottom and get beat. Or top
Rowdy,
and get beat, bottom and get beat. He hasn't been able to take the lead on the restart versus Kyle Busch all night.
I like the outside for Christian Eckes.
Is it going to be the
Keep
7?
that momentum up.
Is it going to
Obviously
be
gets to launch first?
The 19? Is it going to be the 88?
Forever I said he needs it to stay green. Then the caution comes out. We get a reset. Now it's like, what do you do now? There's so many questions to be answered.
Keep hitting that like button for us. Trying to get to 200 likes. 30 to go, y'all.
Talking so much about Eckes and Kyle Busch. Matt
Karen
Crafton has
Cecilo,
been solid.
have I seen you somewhere
in the
else
latter
on
portion
YouTube?
of this race. Zane Smith.
Been in many Disney chats.
The Truck Series
Lots of
competition
Disney
over
chats.
the years.
You might have
Tyler
seen me
Ankrum,
there.
one of the hottest
I'm a huge
drivers
Disney
out there
fan.
when you talk about the beginning of 2024. Grant Enfinger is 6th. And he's never
this
finished
said
outside
7.
the top 10 here. And when
Richard
you look
says
at his
the
record
19.
on short tracks, it
Rowdy.
is outstanding. Let's get a little Matt Crafton radio.
That might be.
All right, buddy, you're doing a hell of a job. Get them
11
right. I want
for
you
the
to be
shocker, Eric Church.
Oh, I like that.
J-Rod, tell him to be mean.
He might be my story of the night, the way he charged up to the field, and he's as good as these front 2 trucks. We're going to line up.
He started 20th, Michael.
He's going to line up on the bottom.
Great start to the year for Crafton.
Matt likes that bottom side. This is so good right here. Can
Ronnie
Christian
says Rowdy
Eckes do something he hasn't done all night? And that's beat Kyle on the
Be a
restart.
good ending here. 25 laps to go. Keep hitting that like button. Trying to get to 200 likes.
Going to restart outside row 3. Hasn't won in
Keep
104
hitting that subscribe.
races.
See if we get to
For Matt Crafton, it's
10,150.
been 84 races since his last victory. And both will be in the hunt
really?
here. We'll restart with 24 to go.
I feel like I'm in the race. My heart's pounding. These guys are going to go at it.
During that side-by-side, I think we're moving around and bobbing and weaving.
Look at Zane up on the outside of row 2. I think there's going to be contact. What do you guys think?
You think we'll get to the end without another caution?
Does Rowdy spin the 19?
Christian's got to do
Here we
his job
go.
here.
Pace truck is in. Could be the money restart. Eckes and Busch on the front row.
He did it. He might bring Zane Smith with him.
Wow. Eckes with a huge jump. And he gone.
They continue side by side for
Now,
second. Eckes feeling
81.
good out front.
Zane hangs
The
in there on
91,
the
Zane
outside.
Smith.
Has a nose up beside of Kyle. Now Kyle gets that spot. He can go now chase that 19 of Eckes.
Now
Ankrum
Karen
slides in behind Matt Crafton.
He'll be 5th. Lane Riggs going high in 1, 3, and
Eckes,
4. Trying to
Kyle
get around
Busch, Zane
Grant
Smith.
Enfinger.
Good jump by Eckes.
Oh, did he get too high? No, he made it work, and he's even gaining on Heim.
38 going past Heim.
Lane Riggs turning it up
Lane
late.
Riggs,
Trying to get back to the top
rookie
5.
in top 6.
Not a big surprise. Remember, in a limited schedule, finished 3rd at IRP last year.
Getting his season turned around, too. It's been a rough start this year.
21 to
he
go.
dives deep into the corner, doesn't he?
Oh, we lost a subscriber.
He has just gotten better.
Win 231 incoming. We'll see.
Talking about Lane Riggs as we hit our Craftsman. 20 to go. Christian
20 to
Eckes
go.
leading Kyle Busch.
Is he toying with him? I don't know.
Raja Caruth rejoining the party. He's back in the top 10.
Comes the 17 of Taylor Gray. Up to the 8th spot as he gets by the 9 of Grant Enfinger.
Some really good comebacks today and tonight when you look at these drivers inside the top 10.
Rowdy Nation.
This is a great battle
March
with
to
the high line working
300.
for Riggs. He decides to tuck it down to the middle a bit here. You see Gray's going to try to take advantage of that move.
While we're watching this, Eckes has opened up a second lead over Kyle Busch.
There's that lead.
It's a huge
Eckes
lead.
pulling away. Does
And you know
CeeLo
what?
pick
By
this
getting
one?
the caution when we did in the restart, shouldn't have
Easy
a
to
lot
pick
of lap
Kyle Busch in
traffic,
a truck
not near
race,
as
but
much, at
CeeLo
least for
didn't do
Eckes
it.
to work through late in this race compared to what he saw a year ago.
Phil, we've been in this position before. You look out that windshield, you focus on your job, and in the back of your mind, you're thinking, please no caution.
Should've put
I've
some
got
money
this thing
down.
handled. If you guys behind me just keep it straight.
AB is the best ever in a fire suit.
Grant's going to try to make his way back by the 38 of Lane Riggs.
Raja with a good recovery. You mentioned it, inside the top 10. See if he can get him some of that.
Lane is committed
Ruth
to that
back in
high
the top
side.
10 there, you 71 fans.
It worked for a while, but it
You
looks
want
like it's
both of
going
them
the
to
other
win it? Well,
direction
that's
right now.
impossible. That's not possible.
Talk about good starts to the year. The numbers for Raja: 3rd at Daytona,
14 to
8th
go.
at Atlanta, the win at Las Vegas, and looking at another top 10
We'll
here.
see.
He's 9th.
He had 4 top 10 finishes in his career.
It happens pretty
coming
quick,
into this year, Adam.
So you're saying 4 in a row to start this his 2nd season full time?
If they're side by side,
Yes.
yes. If not, then no.
So he makes the move around Lane. Now he's going to focus on Grant Enfinger.
12 to go for Eckes.
Get me a top 5, young Lane. That's right,
What's that, about
Swerve.
3 minutes? It's going to seem like 30.
Oh my gosh!
Not only to Eckes, but to
12
me
to
and
go.
you.
My heart's pounding.
He's got a
Mine
second
too.
lead on
11
Kyle
to go.
Busch.
Last lap, that lap by Eckes. Kyle Busch a half a tenth quicker.
That's all he needs to hear.
10 remaining this time by.
10 to go.
Daniel Dye back there in
Okay, sounds
13th.
good.
All 4 MHR trucks
If it's
inside
close, which I don't think it's
the
going to
top
be.
15 tonight. 3 of them inside the top 5.
Unless they get
There's
the lap
Daniel Dye.
traffic, which could be possible.
March to Stop Suicide is going to take place in Daytona Beach, 21st and 22nd of April. This is a great cause this kid and this team supports.
13th spot for Daniel Dye, really doing a nice job.
Now look where Kyle's doing.
Kyle Busch
Spotter
down
is going
under
to be
a second
in
now.
Christian's ear if he makes any gains on him at all about that line that Kyle just took.
Down to 8 to go.
So Eckes
Starting to
now
work
in
through
lap
some of those
traffic.
lappers.
Could cause a
It
little
was 6 to
closeness
go
here.
last year when Corey Heim got by Christian Eckes.
Or a caution comes
Here
out,
come
yeah.
the lappers you were talking about, Adam.
Adam, you
7 to go.
you might have thrown that in there.
Did I go too soon?
Maybe
Was that the announcer jinx?
It felt like it could have been. Let's see. He is
No,
so
no
fast,
in-car
though. Look at
cam.
that.
None for the truck
Able to run a
races. They
little
never
bit
do.
faster than Kyle the last 2 laps.
And that truck works as well on the high side as it does the bottom, so
That's what you need. You got to have a versatile truck. When you see guys going up top, you got to be able to move up there and take their line away if you need to.
The advantage has stayed consistent. 5 to go for Christian Eckes.
We're witnessing
Kyle.
history. Kelly says, I like him now.
Oh,
The last 5 or
Now
so
he's shaving
years.
off of it here.
Rowdy
4 to
in-car
go this
cam,
time
I wish.
around.
5 to go.
0.6 of a second the advantage for Eckes.
He took one of them away right there on that lap. 10th better. Remember just a couple laps ago, it was 0.9 of a second. It's down to a half second now.
And less right now. You can visibly see.
It's astonishing
the
what
gains
Kyle
Kyle's
Busch has
making.
done. He's not winning, though. He's not in the lead.
Is he going to have enough time to get there?
He's coming.
Tenacious.
God, he's coming.
Truck. He's going
3 to go.
To the
I don't think he's going to
bitter
catch him.
2 left for Christian Eckes, trying to hold off Kyle Busch.
Oh.
Down to 0.4 of a second, the advantage
He's
for the
coming,
19.
bro.
And shrinking.
We'll see the white flag this time
Kyle
around.
just doing
Busch is
anything
high,
you
Eckes
do.
is
White
low.
flag.
Half a mile to victory for Christian Eckes.
White flag. For my prediction, he's got these lap cars right here.
Down the back
gosh.
straightaway.
Okay, it's clear.
He's going to...
Congratulations, Christian Eckes.
Last year,
CeeLo picked him.
This year, he leaves with a trophy. Eckes
Checkered
delivers
flag.
at Bristol.
Let's go. 19's in the chat. CeeLo picked him.
Hell yeah, good job, guys.
Checkered flag.
And Kyle Busch
19,
got there.
baby.
He was 0.2 of a second behind, right on his bumper.
Eckes gets his 6th career win tonight. Kyle Busch was going for his 6th win at Bristol, but comes up short. He was
Saved
second.
your gambling
Zane
day.
Smith
Let's
ends
go,
up third, Matt Crafton
WRV over in
fourth. Tyler
Go
Ankrum,
Peacocks.
another top 5, comes home 5th.
You know, I said at the top of the show, Adam, that Corey Haim held off Kyle Busch head-to-head at Martinsville. What a big win that was for him. This
impressive
win for
run by Eckes,
beating
yeah.
Kyle at Bristol, that has to be really special for him.
Especially as we've talked all night about what happened
I finally
to him
picked
last
a race
year.
right. Well, I
And
picked
look at
Kyle
that
Busch
truck.
in the
It's
truck
got the right front all scuffed
that
off
one
of
time
it.
as well.
That's Bristol battling right there.
Kyle got right to him. One more
right
lap,
on
it
his
sure would have
bumper.
been interesting.
That's a checkered flag. It's not enough.
Just over 1 truck length.
The final margin, 0.2 of a second. It was right around a second with about 8 laps to go. Kyle digs in, goes after it, comes up short. Congratulations to Christian Eckes. Said today was all about redemption, and boy, did he earn it tonight.
Not who I wanted to win, but congratulations.
Chevy
Royce Kelly
stays
says, everyone have a great
undefeated in
night. Good job, CeeLo. We'll
2024.
see y'all definitely tomorrow with Food City 500. Make sure you click on that link above in the pinned message and hit your notification. We go live about 2 o'clock. You're welcome, Richard.
Corey Haim won here last fall. He was 6th tonight. Taylor Gray 7th. Raja Caruth, another top 10. 8th. Grant Enfinger, 8 for 8 at Bristol. Another top 10 for him as well. Came home 9th. And Lane Riggs stays in the top 10, finishing 10th. But this night belongs to Christian Eckes. First time he's delivered at Bristol.
It's going to taste so sweet, isn't it?
I just am so happy for he and that team. Great effort, and he was able to hold off the best in the trucks ever.
Let's go to Josh.
Christian Eckes, you used the word redemption earlier after what happened
welcome,
here
Karen.
in the playoff race last fall. How
Hey, look at
sweet
Chevy
does
1,
this
2,
feel?
3.
Oh, man, it's so sweet. Yeah, there's a lot behind this win. I talked about it earlier, and the fans here are crazy.
Swerve,
I
okay.
love it.
Got it.
There's
Jay
just so much
says
behind this win,
Sanchez
you know,
wrecked
from
my
last
lineup on
year,
Twitch.
Missing out on the championship 4 and losing the race with 5 to go. To come back and redeem ourselves is our #1 goal. And not only that, but the first 3 races, how terribly they've gone. We've had a lot of issues, and to come back and run really good, it just shows the resilience of this team. So just super pumped, ready for the next 19 races.
Christian Eckes, your winner at Bristol.
Well, Kyle Busch comes home 2nd place tonight, battling a tight truck all night long. Kyle, looked like you did everything you could at the end, all over the racetrack, trying to find a lane to get there. Maybe one more lap. What do you think would have happened?
We would have wrecked.
We would have wrecked.
The crazy part about it is we fought loose all through practice, all through qualifying, all through the beginning part of the race on older date codes of tires, and then we put on the newer date codes of tires and instantly tight. So just not being able to prepare and practice on what you expect to race on hurt us, So we tightened up all day, and obviously I don't think we were as tight as the 16 or 19, whatever number it was at the end.
That's right,
but,
Northeast.
just
fails
track
again.
position. I let him go early in that run to just go burn his stuff off, and track position at the end, just the aero effects let him be in front of us and got him a win. So didn't have enough rubber on the road to outdo him, but thanks to Spire and Brian and everybody on this team for giving me a chance to come out here. Definitely learning a lot. It's frustrating to not run as good as I'm accustomed to, so we got some work to do.
Thanks, Kyle.
A bit of frustration from Kyle Busch, but always a wonderful perspective. He and Eckes lead all but 10 laps. And when you look at Eckes tonight, the fact that he led 150 last year, doesn't get the win. Tonight leads 144, leads less, but most importantly, he led the last one. And he does redeem himself from that playoff race a season ago. It was a thriller, right to the line. Christian Eckes by that much over Kyle Busch. And he's going back to the playoffs again with a victory at Bristol.
Alrighty, so yeah, when I picked Christian Eckes to win, considering what happened to him in Atlanta, dominating the race, and then he had that oil leak, and then to come back at Las Vegas, finish 6th, I knew he was wanting to win, and I knew he was going to do a good here. He just had to fight off Kyle Busch, and that's what he did. He fought off Kyle Busch, and Kyle Busch was so close. So there it is. So hope everybody had a great time tonight. Hope you had a lot of fun. Lots of fun. Let's go through the top 20 at least, or top 17. Christian Eckes wins. Kyle Busch second. Another cup leader, Zane Smith, finishes third. Matt Crafton fourth. Tyler Ankrum, Corey Heim, Taylor Gray. Raj Caruth makes a good finish after his spin. Grant Enfinger ninth. The rookie Lane Riggs in top 10. Bailey Curry 11th. What a finish for him. Caden Honeycutt was in the top 20 all day. Someone said to watch that guy today. Daniel Dye, good finish, 13th. Jake Garcia 14th. Tanner Gray 15th. Ben Rhodes, after that wreck, messed him up. And then Nick Sanchez as well with that wreck. Finishes 17th. There's 18th through 36. As you can see, Justin Carroll finishes last. But Chevy, 1, 2, 3 in the trucks at Bristol. So there it is. So let's go back to the studio. Appreciate everybody that hung with us today from qualifying to now the truck race. And look forward to seeing all of y'all back tomorrow, and even more so for the Food City 500. Make sure you're checking out the pin message in the chat below, or below down here, I guess, depending on where you're watching, or it's off to the side or this side, whatever. Make sure you're going over there and hitting that like for us on the Food City 500. We'll have all the emojis up here in a little while for that race, and we'll see you soon. But congratulations, Christian Eckes. Thank you for all the new subscribers today. Let's go over those really quick. The RJ Argan, Ryan Dreyer, Super Sports 28, Silvo Grotto, Rob Wynn, George Woosley, Speed Demon, The Mandalorian Fan Channel, Ronald Foltz, Alex Johnson, Dale Du Bois, Danny Thomas, Brian Murphy, Lenny on Facebook when it was up, Thomas, Vegas, TJG, John Zorro, The Real McCoy Reacts, and The Sports, SJ Ross, Bonnie Duncan Brown, and all the private subscribers today, getting us to 10,140 subscribers. We appreciate you. So thanks to my lovely wife, Spain. She's right over here, or there, here, there she is. My lovely wife, Spain. And for all you do, baby, I love you. And then want to thank my mods for hanging out all the time. Stupid Roofer, thanks for getting my back today. And with those annoying guys that were in here, appreciate that. And all the mods take good care of us all the time. And I want to thank, let's see. I want to thank my members. You give your hard-earned money back to the channel. We do appreciate you guys. And just thank you for watching all the time. So appreciate all the love. And we'll see you soon tomorrow for the Food City 500, Bristol. And let me find my thing. Because it's what? It's Bristol, baby.